Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. We have NFL Q&A with beer with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $OrionNWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatics. Take a fucking look at the new look of the channel, my boy Johnny. We're not talking about Johnny Manziel, but he might as well be my boy Johnny coming through. Look at the new look of the header at the bottom of the screen. He's working on a scoreboard for me right now as we speak. I am so excited for the games, not only for this weekend. I'm watching the Rams and the Ravens on NFL Network right now. Week 17, 2021, Ravens 10, Rams 0. And we want to do a little Q&A with the beer. So I did, NFL Q&A with beer, or, I drink beer. You ask NFL questions. We did that yesterday. And I was going to actually hold off on showing this look until this weekend, but I'm just so excited about it and how great it looks that I had to show it off today. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Thursday. We're getting closer and closer to obviously the weekend. We got 2 games on Saturday, and then we got a shitload of games coming up on Sunday as well. And then once those games are all motherfucking over, we're going to go to the playoffs, baby. Playoffs. We're going to the playoffs. So I'm excited, man. I got the little NWSF merch going on here as well. Let's go, baby. NWSF. He said, this layout is sexy. Dude, I love it, man. I love it. I had to kind of tweak it a little bit. Kevin Malone from Grossi Posse, I appreciate you. Air Whitey, what it do? Slim Master, what it do? Trenton Donati, what it do? So it's going to be exciting because, like I said, I have a good feeling Packers and the Bucks, speaking that you are from Grossi Posse, we will play each other, and then we'll have a nice collab with Grossi and myself. But in the meantime, I'm really excited about the action that we're going to have leading up, and obviously some news that came out with AB, kind of putting Bruce Arians on blast. If you know me, I've been a fan of the Bucks since 1995. I'm not a Tom Brady bandwagoner like a lot of these, Brady fans or New England fans that decided to hop off that wagon in New England with Belichick and Josh McDaniels, okay? But it's very interesting because there's always 2 sides to a story, right? There's one side of the story where we're like, okay, AB is crazy, he was injured, and now it's coming out that he wanted more targets, he wasn't getting them. He says, get on the fucking field, stop bitching about your targets, and then he was like, I'm too injured, and then he's like, all right, you're cut, and then he decided just to, you're out of here, you're cut, or whatever, you know what I mean? But even if Arians says that you're cut, I don't think that necessarily means that, hey, you're cut off the team forever. And obviously he's a little bit more injured. We knew he was injured for quite some time because in the first month of the season, he was like the best wide receiver for my team, even better than Godwin or Mike Evans. But then he had that ankle and foot injury. He was out for a long, long time, battled it out for a couple weeks, but now he is officially released by the Buccaneers. But there's a little truth to both sides. So it looks like maybe AB was a little hurt, more hurt than maybe, first led on. And obviously we know he's trying to leak like little text messages and whatnot. And we know how coaches are. All right, we know coaches are going to be kind of hard on their players and talk shit and whatnot, right? So, he's like, get your fucking ass in there. That type of language is pretty fucking standard, in the NFL. Like, stop fucking around. You know that you obviously have some issues up there. We gave you a chance, but maybe AB just couldn't do it. But obviously the way that he handled it, even if they said you're cut, you're done or whatever, you don't just get up and leave like that. That was definitely a little maybe CTE or immature. But the bottom line is he's no longer part of the Bucks, which sucks. But it sounds like with the injury that he has with the surgery, he's not going to be able to play. I mean, he might be able to be picked up by another team, but I don't know if he's injured as much as the surgeons say in New York. All right, when he stayed behind and went to go see some of those surgeons out there, maybe his season's done. So it's not like he was going to be able to help us at all anyways. But hey, I'm excited for the new look. I'm excited for the new scoreboard. It's going to lay out all on the top of the screen. It's going to be fire. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. There's going to be, a lot of new things. I'm going to have new headers. I'm going to really invest a lot of money, into the YouTube channel based off the aesthetics and the looks. And I figured this is the first step with this little, obviously header here at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to have a full scoreboard that's going to go all across the top, which is going to be fire. I can't wait for that, okay? And then I'm going to start, trying to invest in more Photoshop programs, better thumbnails, and then obviously, getting my boy Johnny, to work on everything else. I'm going to do a full package when I have the money to get everything up to speed. But just to start off, to show what Johnny is capable of, God, it looks clean. It looks clean. This is something that I've wanted for a long, long time, but this pairing up with the scoreboard, it's going to be fire, and I know that we're going to be able to get more subs, more views, more likes, more donos, and it's going to look exactly the way that I've wanted it in my brain for the last couple years. It's just a matter of getting connected with the right people, like obviously Tom Grossi, getting, obviously connected with Johnny, and obviously if you know Johnny obviously does a lot of the big YouTubers graphics, and it's a pleasure, to be able to work with someone that is so talented, and like I said, I can't wait to be able to see the final product. He sent me a couple screenshots to see what the scoreboard looked like, and it looks fucking incredible. It looks fucking incredible. I can't wait to debut it this fucking Saturday, as long as he gets it done beforehand. NFL Q&A with fucking beer. Look at Johnny! Bang, 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 bang. My boy Johnny in the building. Bro, I didn't even know if you would be in the building. Johnny's like, fuck it, man. He's talking about me. Johnny's like, I better be in the fucking stream. My boy, dude. Like I said, I'm over 20,000 subs. We're trying to get to 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Everyone say hello to fucking Johnny. Johnny's the fucking man, a very talented, artist, graphics designer. It just feels so good to be able to link with someone that actually has the talent like this, to be able to make this kind of come into play. So we got the little layout, the little header here on the bottom. He's working on the scoreboard, and then I'm going to end up doing like a full package with them. So we'll revamp the whole channel. We're going to end up doing a whole brand new logo. At some point, I'm going to have him create something just from ground up, and I'm really excited to be able to, he's like, I'm just plugging away at the scoreboard, man, I appreciate you so much. And like I said, once I get the aesthetics down, I already got the passion, I already got the energy, I already got the knowledge, I already got, 3.4, 3.5 million views. I'm not satisfied. I'm trying to get to 5, 10, 15, 20. On top of that, we're trying to get to above 20,000 subs. We're trying to get to 25, 30, 45, 50, 100K down the road, and this is a great start to show what we're going to be able to do with the channel. I'm just blessed to be able to be linked up with guys like Johnny and Grossi. I love you guys very, very much. Trenton Donati in the building. What to do? Slim Master in the building. What to do? Kevin Malone in the building. I'm here from the Grossi Posse. Anyone from Grossi Posse is fucking welcome. Like I said, I love Tom. I usually try to talk to him, at least once a week, just to kind of touch base if I have a question, or if I hop in his stream and donate. And I'm probably the only, YouTuber that does the same thing as Tom that actually donates to him. So in essence, it's like the competition is donating to Tom, but I don't really see it because Tom is the best. You know what I mean? Tom is the best. He's got the energy. He's got the fire. He's got everything that you would want, and he's linked with all the greats. Scooter Magruder, Urinating Tree, Perna. I just want to be a part of that group, so hopefully I can earn some respect. And once we end up doing the collab with Packers Bucks, I know that I'll be able to get a lot of subs, a lot of views, and just get my name out there. I'm really excited about that, but it's going to be all in due to Johnny, my boy. I appreciate you very, very much. Philip Johnson, the little cheetah. Hey, bro, what to do? Let's see. Kevin Malone says, haha, I'm not a Packers fan. I like the Skins. Well, it's not the Skins, Kevin Malone, anymore. It might be the Admirals. I heard they're kind of leaked some of the information. It's not going to be the Red Wolves or the Wolves because that's going to have some like copyright shit that they're talking about. So it probably won't be that. But I'm interested to see if they go for like an Army military name, an animal, or if they end up sticking with Washington football team. That would be the biggest letdown, that they got this debut with all their players, 2022, the debut of the new team name, and then they keep it the same, Washington Football Team. I doubt that they're going to do that. I imagine they're going to go with like Admirals, something that's like military related. If I had to take a guess, that's what I think they're going to go. I think that the best name is Washington Red Wolves, but I think the logo would have been sick. The animal on the helmet, the jerseys, it would have been fire. Touchdown! Rams. Who is it? Cooper Kupp. I'm watching NFL Network, Rams and Ravens, as you can tell. Air Whitey, coach won't win Coach of the Year because we lost to the Chiefs. Well, you know what? LaFleur needs to be in the Coach of the Year. Same thing with Mike Vrabel. Same thing with Sirianni. Same thing with, obviously, Zach Taylor. There's a lot of guys. Bengals, Eagles, Titans, right? Packers. I mean, there's a lot of coaches that are going to be in the running, but you can honestly say this season, LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers deserve to be Coach of the Year, one of the candidates, pretty much up there. And Aaron Rodgers, I know Cooper Kupp and, Jonathan Taylor have had amazing seasons, right? And Brady's still doing big things. I know I'm a Buccaneer guy, but I'm not biased, and that's why people fucking love me. I call it right down the middle. I don't need to fucking sugarcoat anything. When my team is good, you're going to know it. When my team sucked, when I had Jameis, you're going to know it. Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. No doubt, 100%. Will he get the award? He better. Because obviously there's all these idiots out there saying that he's the biggest jerk, with the whole COVID thing, lying. Fuck all that. If you look at the performance and you look at the numbers in the last few years, look at his touchdowns to his interception ratio. It is fucking bananas. He deserves to get the MVP. That's my personal take on it, and that's big facts. Philip, he said, I want to hear your take on what, AB? Obviously there's always two sides to a fucking story, right? So he says, I'm injured. I can't go in, coach. He said, you're cut, bitch. You're out of here. And then he takes his gear off and then leaves, right? And then obviously if he's hurt really bad, how are you jumping around and doing all that? But now it's said that maybe, he's bitching about targets because he wants to get that bonus. He had about $1 million or more on the line, based off a few more catches, a touchdown, and a few more yards. Like very attainable, statistics to be able to get him over the hump. Maybe in his head with the CTE, he thought, they're fucking me. They're fucking me. They're not going to give me the targets, so I don't get that fucking money. And that's a little selfish, AB. Fly like a butterfly. Sting like AB. I need you. Chris Godwin is out for the fucking year. I need you to be able to beat the Packers, to beat the Rams, to beat the fucking Cowboys, the Cardinals, or even another team like the Eagles or the fucking 49ers. And then what do? You fuck me over again, and then now I don't even have AB. Now, do I still think that I can make it to the NFC Championship game? You bet your ass I do. All right? But right now, I think America wants to see the Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. And I'll be honest, if I end up losing to the Packers in the NFC Championship game or earlier, I'm rooting for them to go all the way. Or if the Chiefs want to get revenge and they go all the way, I'm cool with that scenario as well. I want to maximize my window with Brady, but it's hard to be able to go to a Super Bowl in back-to-back years, let alone win back-to-back years. We know it hasn't been done in quite some time. We saw the Broncos do it, right? 97, 98. We saw, obviously, New England Patriots do it in 03 and 04. I remember because in 02, in Super Bowl 37, that's when I got John Gruden Raiders. We stole them away, and then we ended up having Mike Allstott, Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, Derek Brooks, Rondé Barber, John Lynch. You name a defense that has more Hall of Famers than that, and even Simeon Rice won't be in the Hall of Fame, but they were fucking special, and that is big facts. And that's my little rant on AB. Sarah Small, I love the layout. Still sick, but hanging in there. Well, I'm hoping that you feel a little bit better. Let's see here. I didn't expect you, Johnny, to hop into the stream. My boy, because I don't know if you've ever hopped in my stream or seen the streams and seen the energy and the fire, but I'm glad that you're in here. You're always welcome. And you knew I'm going to fucking shout you out and give you all the love. Johnny, my boy, my graphics guy, Grossi's graphics guy. I mean, it's already one thing where, Holly Hundo is a part of the channel, one of the most famous mods on YouTube for Grossi and myself. But now we be able to get to share another thing. We get to share Johnny's skill set with the editing and with obviously the graphics design. I am so happy with what you're doing, and I can't wait to see this fucking scoreboard, my dude. Johnny, my boy. Woo, baby, let's go. And, I had to shoot you. I had to shoot you a little extra, you know what I mean? Make sure you eat dinner good tonight, because if you know me and you watch the channel, I mean, I will always take care of my friends. I will always go above and beyond for people that go above and beyond for me. So if you do a great job for me and you're a good person and you're working hard for me, I'm going to make sure I show you some love back. So I know that you probably weren't expecting that little extra that I gave you, but you know what? You deserve it. You're the man, and I can't wait to work with you in the future. And we're going to be able to do a whole revamp once I get more money, and we're going to get this motherfucking bitch on point, not only for this year in 2022, but definitely well before we get into the 2022 NFL season. He said, clean, damn right it is. Johnny. He said, oh my, OMG. Michaela in the building. What it do? Chief's gone, Chief in the building. He said, I see you with the upgrades. Damn right, man. It was about time. Man. You know what I mean? I've been wanting to be able to do it, but I've been very reluctant on who I work with sponsors, with other people I collab with, people that I have on the channel. It's just like I want to make sure that I can trust the person and I can see the work that they've done. And obviously, if I get Grossi's blessing that Johnny's the man, then I'm like, okay. And I went through obviously some examples that Johnny's done, and I already knew. I was like, this is my guy. This is my guy, not only for right now, but this is my fucking guy for life. New World Order, New World Order 4, live, brother. Oh, yeah. He's going to be my guy for life. Graphics guy, appreciate you, my boy Johnny. You know how I talk up everybody that I love? Gang. All right, Chris Guzman in the building. Yo, what's good, y'all? What it do, man? Michael says, I'm having a beer for you. Well, shit, right now, it's an NFL Q&A with beer. Hey, today's show is sponsored by Corona Extra. Let me put a fucking lime in this bitch. Do I even have the bottle opener? Look what I did right now. I got gummies here. I got the bottle. And what do? I'm a fucking idiot, and I forgot the bottle opener. Give me a fucking second. Let me go grab the fucking bottle opener. All right, baby. I'm back, baby. All right. Let's pop the cap off this bitch. Let's get some limes in here. Oh, yeah. Today's show is sponsored by Corona Extra. Cheers. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, I was going to debut the new look to the channel with the scoreboard on the weekend. But I said, fuck that. I got to be able to show Johnny's work off and how great he is. Appreciate you, my dude. All right, time for a first sip. Oh, yeah. Let's go. You see your boy with the upgrades? Let's go, baby. Johnny says, please let the Packers win this time. Well, like I even told Grossi, before, if I lose, there's one team that I want to lose to, and it's the Green Bay Packers. Because when you start having relationships with other YouTubers, with other people that you become friends with, and then you know how much deeply that they love their team. They lost to the Niners, NFC Championship game, lost to my Buccaneers last year. I know there's a lot of hate towards Brady, towards obviously the Buccaneers on kind of ruining Aaron Rodgers' chance to get the Super Bowl. But maybe this is the year. And if we end up losing, you're not going to hear me cry. You're not going to hear me bitch. You're not going to hear me complain. You're not going to hear me say conspiracy theories. You're not going to hear me say Roger Goodell fucking cheated us. You're going to hear me say congratulations, Tom, and the Green Bay Packers and everyone else, like Johnny, Air Whitey, everyone that loves the Pack. Go, Pack, go. It wouldn't really surprise me at all if they go, and if they end up going to the Super Bowl, you might as well go and win it all. And if we see Packers-Chiefs, I know Chiefs fans are like, hey, pump the fucking brakes a minute, right? They want to end up seeing, their team get revenge from last season. I get it, man. You know what I mean? It was a fucking tough time, right? It was a fucking tough time with the losses, with obviously Tampa Bay and that defense, whooping that ass. But the Chiefs, the defense is coming on strong. And one really key thing about Green Bay, Jair Alexander's been hurt almost the whole year. They have so many missing pieces on the O-line and the defense. It's silly. It's silly that they're this good still, and it shows you how great Aaron Rodgers is, best quarterback in the league. Yeah, I know Tom Brady's on my team, but Rodgers is better right now, in my opinion, okay? And then you got Devontae Adams, the best wide receiver. Yeah, there's Tyreek the Freak Hill and a lot of these others out there, but they literally are 1-1, and this might be the year that they win it all. And if we end up getting Packers-Bucks, that might end up being better than the Super Bowl. I know if it ends up being Chiefs-Packers, it'll be fucking crazy. But if we get Bucks-Packers again, just the drama in that. And I don't really care what we get with the Chiefs. I just want to make sure it's a good game, whether it be the Chargers, the Colts, New England, Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs would be the most exciting because Joe Burrow is kind of on the up and up with, Justin Herbert on the Chargers. And you get to see that youth be able to be displayed. And we obviously saw what happened when the Bengals played the Chiefs just last week. So you never know what scenario you might get, okay? But I think Bengals Chiefs would be the most exciting. Packers, obviously Bucks in the NFC for me. And obviously there's going to be Rams fans in the building, loyal Rammies in the building. He said, shut up, Orion, you fucking dummy. We want the Rams in there. Of course you want the Rams in there. But I'm just trying to think about the outside perspective because if you can't end up beating Brady. You want to beat the best to be the best, right? And you already lost to us last year, so it would be a little bit more fitting if you can whoop my ass, all right, whip Brady's ass, even with the injuries and the AB and the Godwin. Forget all that. If you beat the Bucks, you beat the Bucks fair and square. They got injuries on their end too, so there's no complaining. You know what I mean? Everyone's fucked up and injured at this point, and that's big facts. Johnny says, all love for me too, bro. I appreciate you, man, my dude. Let's see here. I'm having a beer for you, Michael and Gabriel. Appreciate that. Loyal RM in the house. Hey, I know you want the Rams to go. That might be the next best scenario. Rams, Packers. If the Bucks lose, fuck it, we lose. But I think obviously that would be the next one up. And I wouldn't even mind seeing the Cowboys. I know a lot of people don't like them. I like Dak. I like Micah Parsons. There's certain players on that team that are exciting. I think it's great what they've done on the defensive side of the ball. And if you know me, I'm a defensive guy. I'm a linebacker guy. I'm a safety guy. I'm an offensive line guy. I'm a defensive guy first. So I love defensive weapons. I love defensive strategies. Other people are playing checkers. I'm fucking playing chess, all right? And I'm always breaking down the film. And I love me some defense. And you best believe that O-line. Message from a Golden Eagle. What up, Orion and the NWSF? Bong hit to the fly Eagles fly, Cowgirls starting their starters on Saturday, dummies. Hey, I know Tyron Smith and what Micah Parsons supposedly got in COVID protocol. Hopefully that they end up being okay sooner than later, but I'm definitely excited to see what we end up getting on Saturday and Sunday. And peep the new look. Peep at Johnny's work down below. My God, it's clean. It's like I just want to fucking stare at it. It does not even pay attention to any of y'all. I just want to just fucking stare at this beautiful work that we see down here. Are you looking at this shit right here? And then the scoreboard is going to be just as good as this, if not better, up above, up here on the weekend. Oh, baby, I can't wait. Chris Guzman says Zach Taylor deserves it, and Joe Burrow has better stats than Aaron with bad O-line and defense. Well, you're a Washington football team guy. Zach Taylor, Z-A-C, not Z-A-C-K, okay? But hey, I'll give you credit right there, all right? But he deserves it. Sirianni deserves it. Vrabel deserves it. Obviously, LaFleur deserves it. I mean, I think those might be the top four that deserve it at this point. So, hey, big facts. Johnny says, Hub. You worked with Hub? Oh, baby. He's just getting fucking roasted in the media, but you're all over the place, doing big things and helping out so many people. You're going to really make a big name for yourself, my dude. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm just proud to have you on my squad. Obviously, you help out a lot of the biggest YouTubers out there, but your work is fucking impeccable. Hey, and you know what? You got to make that money, and whoever needs the help, you better fucking go down to fucking Johnny's way, and that's big facts. And I'm going to get fucking caught up. I know a lot of people are hopping in the room, so I apologize. It's taking me a little time. Let's see here. How about Sean McVay? Rams are about to be 13-4. Sean McVay is great, but we kind of expected this with Matthew Stafford. So it's about the coaches that weren't really supposed to be good, right? The Bengals, the Eagles, maybe the Packers and the Titans were supposed to be good, but that's why I think I like Zach Taylor and Sirianni a little bit more for the award, just because the Bengals, we didn't think that they were going to win the fucking AFC North, let alone make the playoffs. We thought maybe third place over the Steelers. That's what I thought, going into the season. And then they leapfrogged, obviously the projections. The Steelers were bad this year. The Ravens and Cleveland Browns had injuries and weren't very good, and the Bengals fucking took advantage. Bengals do deserve more respect, and so does Sirianni from the Eagles. Remember, in preseason, they were projected to only win 3 games. And they're well above and beyond that. And maybe they won't win a playoff game, but give them some respect. You know what I mean? If fucking Sirianni actually ran the goddamn football in the first 2 months, they might have a record similar to the Dallas Cowboys. We damn boys, and that is big facts. Ghetto Gronk exposed AB on his Instagram story. Please entail what you're speaking of, Air Whitey. I know he probably already did. YouTube GM in the building. What to do? Alan Counts in the building. Cowboys need to go all the way, not the Packers. Well, this is the first year that Cowboy fans are like, we are the team. This is our year. Like Scooter Magruder, this is our year. But you know what? This is actually your year. Like, you actually are a good football team. It's not like this made-up thing in your head where Troy Aikman's out there again with Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin and Leon Lett in prime time. They actually have an amazing football team, and it wouldn't surprise me if they make it to the NFC Championship game either. We damn boys, Cowboys. Just got to make sure you get off that COVID and end up being healthy for the playoff run. Luke Birch in the building. How are you, my dude? Get used to it, Orion. Rams are winning it all as much as it will piss off the experts. I don't think so, man. You know what I mean? I think that you guys are very good, and it's very possible that you guys can win, but there's still teams that I think that are a little bit better, still like the Packers better, still like the Chiefs better. I don't even have to say my Bucks. If you want to say the Rams are better than the Bucks, that's fine, but I think the Rams, the Bucks, and the Dallas Cowboys are on that next tier, but right now it's like the Packers and the Chiefs seem like the 2 best teams in football to me. I don't need to be that bandwagon guy and be like, oh, the Buccaneers are so fucking good, we're going to win every game by 20. No, we're fucking beat up. We got a lot of drama right now, and it's not looking good for my team right now, but I still believe if you got Tom, there always is a way, and that's big facts. Let's see here. Johnny's like, I had it. Love the energy. Yeah, you boys got all the energy, my dude. How do you think I got to 20,000 plus subscribers? All right, it's all that hard work, the energy. All right, 3.5 million views. That's nothing. I need more. All right, we need to end up getting to 5 to 10 million. All right, I put in like 100,000 hours this fucking channel. Like, no cap. I've been recording for 9 years. This is my 5th year on YouTube. I got to keep grinding it out, and it's just a pleasure to be able to work with people like you, Johnny. Thank you so much for being able to make things happen for your boy. Holly Hundo. Yes, definitely Holly Hundo. Love her. Let's see. Guzman, Dallas, or the choke artists. Hey, they might have been the choke artists, in previous years, but they haven't had a defense like this, as well as a defensive coordinator. So I'm definitely believing in Dallas this year. And Rodgers has largely carried them. And think about all the injuries on the offensive line, the defense. Jair Alexander. It's just amazing to see what they're able to do with Aaron Rodgers. He is the best quarterback in the league right now. Luke Burt says, so proud to be friends with Johnny, Holly, and Tom. Yeah, absolutely, man. I absolutely believe in that, too. Bucks should be in the Super Bowl. Bengals in 2022, year of the Tiger. Meow. Kitty goes meow, as Tom would say. Hey, I would love to see Buccaneers. I mean, Tom might lose his lid. If we end up doing a collab and if it ends up being Bucks, Packers, and I beat him again, oh, man, that'll be really rough. And then not only that, if Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams leave and Rodgers goes to, let's say the Broncos, Adams goes to the Raiders, I mean, it'll be a sad, sad day. And I don't want to see Tom or any Packer fan, obviously like Johnny, Air Whitey, Tom, get sad like that, because that would be like a triple low blow. Losing to the Bucks, and then losing your 2 best players on the team. I definitely do not want that to happen. Guzman, the only thing Rodgers has is less picks, but think about that. Think about the touchdowns to interception ratio the last 4 years. Look up the stats. It's mind-blowing. It's fucking mind-blowing. We're talking about a guy that really hangs on to the football and makes great decisions. It's Aaron Rodgers. And he should have more Super Bowls, just like fucking Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, but you got to have a defense, and you got to be able to stop the fucking run, which they weren't able to do against the Niners in the NFC Championship game 2 years ago, or against Tampa Bay 1 year ago, and the run defense is a problem again this year, and special teams, Mason Crosby, do some drugs, drink some beer, make your fucking kicks. Because it might come down to him kicking the game-winning field goal in Lambeau or missing the game-winning field goal at Lambeau. Just a little foreshadowing for you as we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs, baby. YouTube GM in the building, Sarah Small in the building, Senile in the building. NFL making the Panther fans suffer, moving the game to the 4 p.m. slot. Hey, I hear you, man. Let's see here. Orion really thinks Cooper Kupp should be MVP. You know what? I think he deserves more looks and more love. All right, but based on how Aaron Rodgers and Brady has played, Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor, I wish we could do like co-MVP. Like if there was ever a year with all the parody and with all the craziness that's happened, this is the year to do a co-MVP. I mean, it would be great to have like Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor. They're not going to do Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. That's just unheard of. It's not like the NBA All-Star game where they can do like co-MVPs, right? Like they've done in the past. But God, there's like 4 guys that are really deserving, and we can fucking take Brady out of there. Let's just go Aaron Rodgers, all right? Let's go Jonathan Taylor, and let's go Cooper Kupp. I mean, these guys are definitely well-deserving. Chili Dog, he said, it looks good, baby. It looks good. Yes, Johnny is 1,000% the man. Passer rating, TD percentage, TDs, interception percentage, QBR. Yes, YouTube GM, look up the stats. Aaron is the fucking man. Sarah Small, Samoa Joe getting released again by WWE. It was a shot at Triple H, letting go Road Dogg, all right, you know, and all the others that were linked. Even Regal. Are you kidding me? AEW is where it's at, and we all know, baby, that is where the best wrestling is, and that is big facts. Well, don't throw deep like Burrow does, and that O-line makes a difference. But it also helps when you have a healthy fucking O-line, which the Packers do not. You know, remember when they had Bulaga, right? Remember when they had the nice pieces on the line? They haven't had that same O-line, and Bakhtiari, Bulaga, the double Bs. You know, it was amazing. And they've lost some guys in free agency over the last couple years as well. Stop clowning and not giving Aaron the respect, Guzman. I know you're a Washington football team guy, and Burrow's great. But you can't tell me Burrow deserves it more than Rodgers. Rodgers is the man. I mean, you know what I mean? That's facts. Michaela says, chug a fucking beer. I will. You drinking Invisible Rona, my dude? I know. Obviously with the green screen. It's time for another sip. Oh. Yeah. That's fucking good, baby. Let's go. Then no, real goat talk by the numbers. It shall be scripted by Nathan Dotson in the building. What to do? Luke Birch is like, this is the most fucking confident I've been ever. Let's go, baby. He said, okay, I still don't think Rodgers deserves it, and not for political reasons. I mean for how he's been playing. I mean, everyone's got, you know, their own opinions. That's why we come here on the Northwest Sports Fanatics and the Fanatic family. You know, we go over our opinions, and obviously, you know, I'm not biased. I'm not going to be like Brady, Buccaneers, and shove it down your throat because it's not true. But I definitely think that Rodgers, regardless if you like him or you think he's a jerk, based on him lying about, you know, getting tested or not, if you look at the play, hands down, Rodgers deserves it. And if you don't get it to him, Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor are definitely well-deserving. But they don't really typically give it to a wide receiver or a running back, unless like the wide receiver, you know, ended up getting like, 2,500 yards receiving, or the running back got like 2,500 yards. Then you might be like, okay, maybe we have to give it to him or make like a co-MVP award, but we're not going to end up having that at least this season. He said, come on, Orion. You know the Rams are winning the Lombardi. In fact, they renamed the trophy the McVay. Hey, you know how I love McVay, though. I love McVay. I love Kyle Shanahan and McVay. I've said this on my streams many, many times. Both guys, both coaches will win Super Bowls before their careers are over. That's facts. They're too intelligent. It might not be with the Rams or with the Niners. I think McVay will probably be a Ram for life. It would be very shocking for him to get fired anytime in the near future. And they're good enough. They're good enough, but Stafford hasn't really been as consistent, you know, down the stretch. You know what I mean? I had him in fantasy. He fucked me over a couple times. You know what I mean? I had Darrell Henderson. I know you're getting Cam Akers back. You know, you don't have Robert Woods. You know, the defense. The defense and the offense are just a little shaky to me. And you could say that for Tampa Bay as well. You could say that for Dallas. You could say that for the Cardinals. I mean, really right now, I mean, the Packers and the Chiefs, that's why we feel they are the best in the league, because you don't really have as many questions on the offense and defense besides the run defense for Green Bay and the special teams and Mason Crosby. That's a big question mark. But Aaron's play has been so good, it's kind of, you know, foreshadowed and kind of blocked out, you know, some of the maybe negative things about their football team. And that's facts. Let's see here. Said, I don't really like Green Bay. Rodgers is a standout guy, YouTube GM. Everyone's got their favorites, my guy. Let's see here. Say, who we playing in the wild card? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right, I'm scrolling down here. as much as I can. Lots of messages in here. Let me see here. And I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to scroll through here. I like to try to acknowledge everyone. Let's give a big shout out to Johnny with the new look on the channel down below. Are you looking at this little foot here? The little header down below, and we're going to have the scoreboard up above by the weekend. Oh, baby, it's going to be fire. I am excited about this, baby. Chili Dog in the building. Who wins? Chargers, Raiders, Chargers. You got to find a way for Justin Herbert to be able to get in. They have a more talented team. But if the Raiders, upset the Chargers, would I be surprised or shocked? Not really. It's really, I think, the Chargers' game to lose. They should end up winning the game, but, it's not really necessarily Herbert, Keenan Allen, Eckler. You just got to be able to have the best coaching. And I think right now, even though the questionable coaching, obviously from the Chargers, we've seen it in a few games where, they keep going for it on fourth down. What are you doing? What are you doing? Going for two, and fucking yourself. But I think the Chargers are going to end up winning the game. Sunday Night Football, I'll end up doing that fucking live stream. I'm definitely excited about that. Let's see here. I'm scrolling down. I see a lot of biased comments for Rams fans, Packers fans, who thinks they should get MVP and whatnot. Luke Birch, I still believe the Cowboys will be one and done. We'll see. Alan Counts is a big Cowboy guy. I'm not expecting my team to get to the Super Bowl, but it would be nice, but I wouldn't put any money on it. Yeah, but they are dangerous. I think that's one thing that, the offense, when they're clicking and when the defense is clicking, if we're talking about teams that can go into Lambeau and actually compete, on defense. Rams, Tampa Bay, Dallas. I mean, those three teams, Cardinals, Eagles, Niners, not so much. You know what I mean? But if you're talking about those three teams, Aaron Donald, all right, Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller, and then you got Levante David, Devin White, Ndamukong Suh, JPP, Shaq Barrett. You got guys there. And then let alone that, you got guys like DeMarcus Lawrence and obviously Micah Parsons. And let's not forget about Trayvon Diggs, all right? You never really anticipated Trayvon Diggs to be as good as he was. We saw him on HBO Hard Knocks, and then he's become, with him and his son, just like this monster player. And I absolutely love it when guys just kind of come out of nowhere and shock everyone in the league. Ooh, what a drop pass. What happened to my hands? I'm watching the Ravens and the Rams on NFL Network, if you want to watch the game with me as well. 8:35 left in the third quarter. Just wanted to hop on and just kind of give praise to my boy Johnny and all the great work that he does. I got messages on Instagram, Cash App. I appreciate everyone, showing love to you, boy. I love you, and I appreciate you very, very much. Hub deserves the roasting. Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to have their own opinions on things, but don't be talking shit about Rodgers like that. But again, some people love him. Some people hate him. I'm a big Rodgers guy. I mean, obviously watching Pat McAfee show and being able to see the inside scoop on Rodgers in his element with A.J. Hawk, his former teammate, and Pat McAfee, his friend. I mean, it's just he is one of the most intelligent, smart motherfuckers on planet Earth. You know what I mean? He's very detail-oriented, but he just seems like a cool dude. I mean, he's portrayed in the media as a dickhead, but I think otherwise. I mean, I would love to have Aaron Rodgers on my Buccaneers. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? And he deserves more Super Bowls. Same thing goes for Drew Brees. Same thing goes for Russell Wilson. All three of them should have more than one. But, you have Tom Brady, you have guys like Peyton Manning that kind of made that difficult for those other guys to get more than one. But maybe Aaron Rodgers can add number 2 to the list and get one more than Brett Favre. And that's big facts. Nola in the building, what to do? Message from a Golden Eagle. Yes, it's legit, Orion. Mix in some NFL news in the bottom as the words move from your left to right. Add your @ and your numbers too. I know, man. I got it one step at a time, my dude. One step at a time. You know what I mean? I'm going to have the StreamYard, obviously stream that I can do that'll have this, the stats and the scrolling bottom and the pop-up HD pictures. So, and I'll be able to do collabs, like Grossi that way. And then I can use this OBS program where we're going to have the scoreboard and we're going to have that amazing look down below with the footer, obviously with my boy Johnny doing great work. So I'm excited to see where everything goes with the channel. But I know with this look, and then I'm going to end up trying to ask Johnny for advice for maybe some different Photoshop programs. So that way I can make better thumbnails too. You know what I mean? I need to be able to have all access to all the programs to be able to make the best thumbnails and then get everything, the YouTube header. Everything needs to be improved. And like I said, money is not an issue. I mean, it is an issue at this point because I don't have all the money I need to get all these things done. But I will spend as much as I need to be able to make my dreams come true and make it look the way that I want. And once we get everything looking the way that I want, I know that we are going to grow because obviously the aesthetics is, looking at the screen, it's going to look so much better than it did in the past. And that's big facts. Michael, I will check that here in a little bit. Stephen McGinnis, hasn't the Packers been the choke artist in the last 2 years? Man, low blow. Stephen McGinnis, he just says, don't give no fucks about the Packers, huh? Well, if you can't stop the run, hard to win. You know what I mean? And obviously, you couldn't stop the Niners, right? You couldn't stop Tampa Bay. But, yeah, they've been a choke artist for the last 2 years, but maybe third time's a charm. You know what I mean? It's like when the Saints beat me twice in the regular season, what happened last year? I found a way to get them in the playoffs, and I ended up going all the way to the Super Bowl and winning. So, hey, it is what it is. Loyal Ram saying something that I like to hear. Smash the fucking like button, all right? NFL Q&A with beer with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash the fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $, OrionNWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Fanatic Family, Sports Fanatics, gang. Appreciate you guys. Cody in the building. What to do? Air Whitey, I'm really pissed that coach is playing our starters against the Lions for no reason. Well, there is a reason. Anytime, a coach will play, even if they have home field advantage, even if they locked up the 1 seed or the 2 seed, the reason that you do it, all right, is continuity, chemistry. You know what I mean? Yeah, like taking a week off doesn't seem like it's going to change a lot, but just being in the rhythm, on the same schedule, waking up at a certain time, eating the meals at a certain time, pre-gaming, obviously, at a certain time, having that repetition, having that repertoire, having that connection of doing things in a rhythm. I know I'm a rhythm guy, and I'm a pattern guy, and so I know when I'm in a rhythm, you know what I mean, and I'm doing things in a rhythm, and I'm a pattern guy, I'm a rhythm guy, you know what I mean? You want to be able to stay in that rhythm and have that chemistry, because once you break the pattern, sometimes things, for me at least, they kind of go south. You know what I mean? When I break my patterns of recording, or if I have a lot of days off work, it's not good for me. I'm a worker. I'm a grinder. So when I take days off, it's not good for me. I don't like taking days off. I like to be able to work, and fucking keep on grinding. I don't like getting fucking complacent and then, just being lazy and then getting fucking depression and this, feeling like shit. I want to keep myself moving where I'm busy so I don't have time to be depressed. I want to keep grinding and keep making moves. And that's just kind of how I feel. So, yeah, in most cases, you're like, oh, you don't want your guys to get hurt. I get it. You know what I mean? You don't want ACL tears or anything crazy right there. But I actually like the decision because maybe that is something that you did last year and the year before. Sometimes you got to switch it up. Sometimes you got to switch it up, and in most cases, you're like, LaFleur's like, fuck it. We're sitting, and then what happened? It didn't end up working out by the time you got to the NFC Championship game, so let's do the fucking opposite. Let's play all the guys, whoop the fucking Lions' ass by fucking 40, feel good about themselves, and then be dominant and have everyone fear them as we're going to the playoffs. So I like it, you know what I mean? As long as nobody big gets hurt, which I don't think they will, I think it's a good move, because sometimes you just got to switch up, because sometimes it's like talking to a dead horse. It's like you get these coaches yapping. It goes in one ear, out the other, right? Sometimes you need a change, and sometimes you need to do something drastic, and maybe this is the drastic thing that'll give the Uncle momentum and give him that wave to be able to go all the way to the Super Bowl. And speaking of Uncle Mo, I've had people online tell me that on college football broadcasts in the bowl games and in the NFL, they're stealing that now. Now they're saying Uncle Momentum on TV. So you know that the social media teams for NFL Network, Pat McAfee Show, Good Morning Football, Skip and Shannon, whatever the fuck it is, they know your boy made up Sack Lunch. They know your boy made up, all right, Uncle Momentum. Hey, you know what I mean? At least give your boy some credit instead of stealing it and just saying like you made it up. Come on, NFL. But it is kind of one of those things. It's an honor for people to steal your material. At least they know that I'm coming up with the fresh ideas instead of, trying to copy someone else. Uncle Mo, all right? Someone call 911. That's me too, okay? Stop stealing my material. Someone call the authorities. It's not the same thing, all right? Uncle Momentum, that's me, all right? Come on, man. Sack lunch. It's 12 noon. You know what time it is? It's time for a sack lunch. Yum. Nobody else. It's your boy, all right? Cody Armstrong. Well, Ryan, did you miss me? Of course, man. You're my boy. So I'm really pissed that coach is playing the starters. Yes, I know, man. Ridley wants out of ATL. He wants a new start, a fresh start. Hey, Ridley, it sounds like Ridley and the team are kind of talking about it right now. He's had some depression issues, some mental health issues. He's a very good wide receiver. He could have been the leading wide. He could have been the Cooper Kupp of this season. Remember, we thought that might be the guy that would be leading the NFL in targets, yards, catches, but it didn't work out. And I know with Chris Godwin possibly leaving, Calvin Ridley, I would love to have him on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Very good wide receiver. Luke Birch says, already accept that Rodgers and Adams are leaving us after the season, but that'll sting way less if they leave on top. Exactly. I definitely... I'm kind of torn, you know what I mean? Because I'm a Bucs fan, and I want to, go for two. I want to win the Super Bowl, even though I already won it again. But for all those Packer fans, you know what I mean, that have been just riding it out, and didn't even know if Rodgers was going to QB this year, and then you see how great he is. Jordan Love ain't good. He ain't good enough. All right, Jordan Love ain't good enough. You're going to go from a Super Bowl caliber team to a 500 team. All right. Unless you end up getting someone better than Jordan Love. I mean, he's a project QB. He could end up, projecting into being a decent starter, but he ain't no fucking Aaron Rodgers, and I think we all know that as well. YouTube GM, he went on Google, he went on Bing, he went on all the search engines, because that's what YouTube GM does. All right, fun fact. Aaron Rodgers has an 8.93 to 1 TD to interception ratio. Is that good? Someone tell me, is that good? And that's over the last 4 years. And then I want you to look up, YouTube GM, the actual stats in the last 4 years, how many touchdowns and how many interceptions total. That is your job for the stream right now, and let everyone know, because it is fucking mind-fucking-blowing. All right? Seriously. Guzman, he says, some names I said, who else is better than Rodgers? You never answered. Uh-oh. You guys are getting into it, baby. Junior, in the building. Resendez, thoughts on MVP voter words on A-Rod. Fucking stupid. Anyone that's going to hate on Rodgers because he doesn't talk to the media, they don't know who he is. I'm a big fan of Aaron. I've always liked Aaron. Just because someone doesn't talk to the media doesn't make him a dickhead or a bad guy. Sometimes people are private, and a lot of people in the media want to get paid, so they put words in the mouth of the player just so that they can become relevant on CBS Sports or Skip and Shannon or Pat McAfee show. And it's kind of sickening, you know what I mean? Because, there's a lot of people that are in the media. There's a lot of people that are on TV, podcasting. They're absolutely fucking horrible. They got horrible voices. They don't relate to the fans. You know what I mean? It's like Booker McFarland, and you got Troy Aikman, Joe Buck. Thank God for YouTube, right? So that way that you can mute the fucking TV and you can listen to people like your boy, like me, Northwest Sports Fanatics, Tom Grossi. There's a lot of people out there that are way more entertaining and that actually have a connection with the fans. You better believe if Troy Aikman and Joe Buck were on YouTube, you think that they would be getting donations like Grossi and Northwest Sports Fanatics? Fuck no. They get fucking canceled, all right? No one likes fucking Joe Buck. No one likes fucking Troy Aikman, Booger McFarland. There are just so many bad media people out there. I'm just really happy that there is a platform like YouTube for us to be able to not only flex our knowledge, not only on the gram, but on YouTube, but to be able to give you guys an alternative play-by-play and reaction that actually is something where you're going to gain knowledge and you have an amazing community behind it, just like the Grossi Posse and the Fanatic family. That's big facts. All right, let me see here. Dalvin Cook's brother is going to be cooking it up in the NFL. Love me some A-Rod. Packers will choke for the third straight year, and that's fact. Stephen McGinnis, low blow to the Packers fans. Hey, I feel you. Alan Counts, who gets in, Niners or Saints? I'm thinking Niners. I think there is a chance that the Niners could upset the Rams. I know that sounds crazy, all right, but anything is possible in the NFC West. If the Saints get in, what are they going to do? If they play Tampa Bay, we know that they can beat them, but against anybody else, I'm not sure if they can beat anybody else. You know what I mean? As far as the other teams that are left in the NFC, stronghold, Packers, Rams, Bucks, Cowboys, Cardinals, Eagles, Niners, I don't know. I'm thinking Niners, though. That's just kind of what my gut is telling me. So, and we'll see what starters actually play for the Rams, so it might be a little bit easier of a win for the Niners. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Let's see here. I'm scrolling down. I'm getting closer and closer to all of y'all. I see that Holly Hundo is in the building, but like I said, I always try to make sure that I go through everybody's comments. Bane of Betas. Is Stafford the closest thing we have to Favre? Obviously, minus the postseason accolades, as far as having that gunslinger mentality where they think that they can fit a ball in anywhere and will try to. I don't know if Stafford really is a gunslinger like Favre. I mean, Stafford's a great player. He's always been definitely very, very underrated. I don't think there is anything close to Brett Favre. Brett Favre was a one-of-a-kind, addicted to painkillers. He just had a love for the game, and he played like a little kid, and he was going to force that football in there. I mean, if we're talking about anyone that would force the football in there based off cockiness or confidence, the closest thing that I can think of based off me being a kid watching was Dan Marino. So if you watch Dan Marino, he had the strength in his arm where he literally could put the football anywhere, and that's the most similar, thing to Favre in my eyes. Dan Marino, Brett Favre. But Stafford is a little bit more finesse, you know what I mean? But he finally actually has a good supporting cast and a great coach, so I'm excited to see how far that the Rams can take it this year. Chili Dog in the building, what to do? Michael in the building, what to do? Holly Hundo in the building. How are you? I got my boy Johnny in the building. If you look down below in the footer, Johnny's been doing some work for me. He's working on a scoreboard for me as we speak, and I'm going to be debuting that this weekend. I'm just trying to get everything on point as we're going into the playoffs. I'm definitely excited to be able to debut some of the nice little additions to the channel. Miss ya, love ya. Still in the wings of kind of waiting for this care package to all come together. I haven't forgot about you, Holly Hundo. I really appreciate you very, very much. Let's see here. Message from a Golden Eagle. Johnny Tran. Luke Birch in the building. Artisan09 in the building. So I went to my first NFL game, and it was Chargers-Broncos. Fun time. Anytime you end up going to an NFL game, it always is lit. The Slim and Kim Show. You think my Eagles can make it past? Past the first. I mean, the Eagles, are one of those teams that everyone has doubted all year. That's facts. I think anything is possible with Philadelphia. It's like the heart of a champion, the Rocky theme. Like, you just never know with Philly. I think I have a little bit more confidence in Philly than the Niners or the Saints for them to maybe do something special and upset someone. But I don't know, man. The teams at the top, you got the Packers, you got the Bucks, you got the Rams, you got the Cowboys, you got the Cardinals. The Cardinals, I think, are beatable. And then you got, obviously, the Eagles and the Niners. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you just should be happy right now that you made the playoffs. All right, you got the 3 first-round draft picks with, obviously, Carson Wentz playing enough snaps. So you made the playoffs. You got 3 first-rounders. If you would have just ran the damn football in the first 2 months, who knows? Your record would be probably just like the Cowboys' record right now. So right now, let me really quickly, let's break down, just kind of, let me take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at the kind of breakdown of the playoffs. Let me see if I have it up here. And if someone wants to type in the chat below as I'm going through this, because I don't really want to go through all the matchups, someone in the chat, go over the matchups, all right, that are going to be playing. Obviously, we know the Packers, got the first round bye. But in the NFC, if you want to type in the chat who's playing who, so that way everyone can see and I can kind of give you a full breakdown. Because obviously I know that who is playing in the NFC and the AFC, but just so everyone else can see it. But we'll have to wait and see. All right, the Bucks or the Rams in the first, we'll see. We'll see. KK's uncle in the building. What to do? He's smoking on that green pack. So I'll check your Sunday Night Football stream. Chili Dog, appreciate that. Let's see here. I'm scrolling in here. Holly Hundo says, I'm good, Luke. Just spent some time with a friend I haven't seen in a long time. Good to hear. Matt Payton all the way from Hawaii in the building. What to do? What to do? How are you? How's that weather in Hawaii treating you, my dude? Let's see here. You got yourself your booster. Yeah, I mean, it seems like more and more people are starting to come down with COVID, so make sure that you guys are being safe and taking care of yourself out there. Bane of Betas, there's throws from him every game that make my jaw drop in amazement, and then there's throws where I'm scratching my head like, what the fuck? Yeah, I agree. If you're talking about, Matthew Stafford, I mean, there's throws where he'll do no-look throws like Patrick Mahomes, but he doesn't get any credit in the media for it. But also, too, you got Cooper Kupp, who's, the best wide receiver today, besides like a Devontae Adams or Tyreek the Freak Hill, if you're just looking at touchdowns, yards, and just production this season. And, if you didn't have Matthew Stafford there, Cooper Kupp's stats would not be this good. We know that. Jared Goff and the Goffense would never be able to give you numbers like this. That's facts. I'm scrolling down here. I'm getting closer to getting caught up, y'all. I promise you. I'm getting closer and closer. All right, let's see here. Holly Hundo in the building. Luke Birch in the building. Cody Armstrong in the building. Uncle Mo. He said, I heard it in the NFL, but they said Mo. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Ridley to the Saints. Now you're dreaming. Now you're dreaming. Luke Birch, in the last 2 years versus the NFC North, Rodgers has thrown 36 tutties and 0 picks. That's incredible. That's incredible. Air Whitey. Fuck Adam Schefter. I love Rappaport, though. Yeah, you got the ACL tear hitting the gritty on the field. That's just crazy, right? Lord Brunson. You like Lord Brunson? Okay. I know who Lord Brunson is. Message from a Golden Eagle. I like Rodgers ever since the whole I'm immunized comment. All right, YouTube GM did his homework, just like your boy asked for. Rodgers, 134 touchdowns to 15 picks over the last 4 seasons. Averaged 34 TDs to 4 interceptions on average per season over the past 4 seasons. Career, 447 tutties to 93, which is 4.8 tutties to 1 pick. Do we realize how fucking crazy that is? I mean, do we really realize the craziness of those numbers? 134 touchdowns and 15 picks in 4 years. There's guys that get 15 picks a year. I remember Jameis Winston. I thought, shit, he's going to have 15 picks by the end of September. 15 picks in 4 years? That's fucking nuts, man. And it shows you. It's not Rodgers' fault that they haven't been winning Super Bowls or NFC championship games. It's been the defense and the special teams. That's big facts. Loyal Ram, he says Rams need to kill the Niners. We'll see. We'll see. I still say we beat the Niners in the divisional round, the Buccaneers in the championship game, and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That sounds good to me. You know, I want the Bucs to be able to go as far as possible, but if we end up hitting the skids, I want it to be the Packers, obviously in the NFC championship game. Brett Favre broke Antonio Freeman's fingers. I believe it was Antonio Freeman as well. Yes. I appreciate you too, Orion. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I mean, I wasn't doing great before. If you ended up seeing my show that I did yesterday, I did have a little battle with depression and some anxiety, and I wasn't doing too good. I missed Sunday Night Football. I missed Monday Night Football. Paisley got sick. It was really scary for me. She started throwing up and getting the shits for about like 12 hours. I stayed home from work. I pretty much took care of her from 7 p.m. all the way to like 5 in the morning. She was dry heaving and just like, diarrhea and shitting as a dog. It's scary. She's shaking, and it just really scared the shit out of me. And her throwing up, I don't know if it's something that she ate or some kind of allergic reaction, but I'm glad to say that she's doing great now. I absolutely love her. My puppy is getting so big. I will be able to see maybe Paisley, I'll bring her on the screen. But then, I just had a little bout of, I don't know if it's a seasonal depression or just the weather being bad or just having time off work. I don't know what it was, but I just got into a little bit of a funk. But then I reached out to Tom, reached out to Johnny, and then everything started kind of falling into place. We got this beautiful footer down below that Johnny did for me, and then obviously he's working on a scoreboard for me right now as we speak. That'll come up all the way across on the top of the screen. I can't wait to debut it. It's going to be so much fun to be able to show you guys all the hard work that Johnny's putting in for me. And Johnny works with all the greats, Tom and all the other big YouTubers out there. He is a very, very talented man. Appreciate you, Johnny. He was in the stream earlier, too. I didn't think that he was going to be in there. I don't think he's actually ever been in a stream of mine before. And then he actually hopped in. He's like, man, you got some fucking energy, my boy. Of course I do, man. I'm known for the energy. But it was awesome to see him in here. And you probably will see Johnny hop in and out from time to time, and that's awesome. Another person to be able to add to the Fanatic family. Let's see here. YouTube GM, to put in perspective, the league average over the time Rodgers has played has been 1-6, 1 touchdown, or 1.6 to 1 touchdown to interception ratio. I read that wrong. Let's see. KK's uncle, never count out the Saints, Orion. Who dat? And who is that coming from? A Saints fan, of course, right? I got you, right? But the thing is like with no Drew Brees and no Jameis Winston, you ain't going to do it with Ian Book. You ain't going to do it with Trevor Siemian. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you got the Buccaneers number, but I'm not sure if you really want to make the playoffs right now. You're probably better off on the couch watching everyone else play. That way you can get a higher draft pick and actually get some fucking wide receiver help, all right, and get some defensive help as well, because you guys need it. Another quarterback, some wide receiver help, maybe another tight end, and then getting some additional defensive help. So making the playoffs this year for Saints fans doesn't really make sense to me, okay? Let's see here. Scrolling down. What do you think about the Bengals and the Chiefs game, Artisan 09? I think that would be the most exciting matchup in the AFC Championship game if we're allowed to get that matchup. The Bengals and the Chiefs, just the way that they've been playing lately with Joe Burrow, Tyler Avoid the Boyd and everyone that they got, Jamar Chase. These guys, seem like they are getting hot at the right time. And obviously, you guys know I want to see Packers and Bucks in the NFC Championship game. Go, baby, go, go. Nice run. First down, Ravens. Okay. 16-14 Ravens on NFL Network, 11:55 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see here. NFL seeding, YouTube GN putting in work. Packers 1, Rams 2, Bucks 3, Cowboys 4, Cardinals 5, 6 Eagles, 7 Saints, and then we've got to go over the matchups as well because that's what people want to see on the screen. Titans, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Pats, Colts, Chargers. And obviously we got to see the Chargers and the Raiders, and whoever wins that will get in to the playoffs. Let's see here. Oh, Ryan, come on. He said, since we are 2 wide receivers away from being back in the Super Bowl contention, you're a lot more than just 2 wide receivers away, KK's uncle. Ask anybody in the room if they think that the Saints only need 2 wide receivers. All right, you could have fucking Olave, you could have Wilson, and you're still not going to be in Super Bowl contention. Come on, man. You got to have a quarterback. If it's not Jameis Winston, we got to see if he's okay, all right? But you need a little bit more depth. If that's one thing that you should have already realized this season, even with Jameis going down, you guys lack a lot of depth in a lot of different positions. And you need that depth to be able to, help you out when some of your superstars get hurt. You're a lot farther away than 2 wide receivers away from Super Bowl contention, my dude. And that's not me being a hater. That's just me being realistic. And everyone else in the room will tell you that too. That's facts. Dylan Rona in the building. What a deal. Look at YouTube GM putting in work. Putting in work, my boy. NFC wild card. Cowboys cards. I like the Cowboys. Bucks, Eagles, Buccaneers. Rams, Saints. Obviously, we know the Rams would be the team to get there. AFC wild card, Bills, Pats. Whew, that's tough because I just don't like the Bills' running game. Singletary, Breida, Zach Moss. God, that's tough. You would assume the Bills would find a way, even though the Pats have been playing, pretty good football. But you would have to think with Belichick and everything that they got going on, they kind of they got a little cold. They've kind of fizzled out a little bit. You would think the Bills would be able to have enough. But if the Pats won, I wouldn't be surprised. Bengals, Colts. That would be really interesting because that one could go either way. Both teams are playing great right now. That might be the hardest game to predict. Bengals, Colts, and then Chargers, Chiefs. So really the hardest one to decide to me is definitely the Bengals, Colts or the Bills, Pats. I think those 2 matchups are the most evenly matched up teams as we're looking at the playoff push. But also we got to wait to see the results, obviously this Sunday as well. Let's see here. Bana Bates in the building, Luke Birch in the building, CP in the building, Skinner in the building. Let's see here. Poor Saints. Message from a Golden Eagle. Zini Panini. What a do. Hey, it looks like, I tried rooting for you to win the championship. BMO's got it. This guy fucking had the best team all year. We tried. This is like the 2nd or 3rd year in a row for me getting 3rd place in the Fantasy Football League. I'm sick and tired of finishing in 3rd. But if anyone can finish in 1st and 2nd, I'm glad it's you, Zini Panini. But it looks like we were just a little outmatched. Because even if I beat you, I'm not beating BMO this year, with my roster. I mean, I got fucked over by Stafford and all the other players on my team. I know I'll be able to get 3rd place over Memopolis, but I guess it just wasn't our year. It's time for another player to be able to raise the crown for the Northwest Sports Fanatics Fantasy Football League. But I hope you're doing good. I'm glad. I am glad that you ended up, getting into the playoffs. Fly, Eagles, fly. Got this nice little footer down below by my boy Johnny. Got a brand new scoreboard that I'm debuting from Johnny, obviously, this weekend. So it's going to be really, really fun. NFL Q&A with fucking beer. I'm watching the Ravens and the Rams from Week 17. Hope everyone, it's still a 2. Yeah, I get it. But it would have been a lot sweeter for you to win it again, right? But BMO's team is just too tough. And it sucks, too, because there's, guys that I've dropped that you guys have picked up, and you guys have murdered the other players with the guys that I've dropped. So I almost feel like I'm responsible for you, getting onto that hump, like getting Dalton Schultz. I should have never dropped Dalton Schultz. And I know that helped you, get some extra dubs, as you were, getting towards the end. And then, obviously, with some of the players that BMO picked up that I dropped. Hey, we all make mistakes. It's hard to be able to win in fantasy football. That's big facts. Oh, that beer is good. Oh, baby, that beer is good. Zini Panini. Oh, I appreciate you with a nice dono. $20. Sorry for having a rough few days. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, having depression and anxiety fucking blows. Fucking blows. Let me actually give you a little shout out on here. Hold on. Zini Panini, $20 dono. Not $1, not $2, not $3, not $4, not $5, but 20, twan. Thank you. So sorry that you're having a rough few days. Fly, Eagles, fly. I love you, man. I appreciate you very much. You know, I love the female presence on the channel. It's starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just love having, you know, people of all ages, people of all races, and I really love to have the female presence, you know, on the channel, bringing people in, Zini Panini, and obviously with Holly Hundo, there's a lot of y'all that, you know, have been there for me for quite some time, and yeah, like when you end up having, you know, depression or anxiety, it fucking blows. But that's why I'm honest and I bring things up, because I want to let people know that, you know, I am just like everybody else. I do also go through these same problems with stress. You know, I go through anxiety. I go through, you know, this depression. I go through these really low moments. And, you know, it's like all the responsibilities that are on my shoulders. And like, you know, I have this like, you know, this responsibility to myself to be able to make my dreams come true. No one's going to make my dreams come true besides me. I don't have a team. I'm starting to be able to have a team now with certain people that got my back, like Zini Panini, Holly Hundo, Tom Grossi, fucking Johnny. Like, it just feels good to be supported when you're putting in all this hard work and effort and energy. And like I said, for the longest time, it was just me. You know what I mean? I had to do the thumbnails. I was the one to do the editing. I had to, you know, do the research, the film study. It was pretty much, I had so much on my shoulders. And yeah, I do love it, but sometimes it does get overwhelming, and I won't lie. Sometimes I don't like watching football. Like when I get to a point where I'm depressed, I don't want anything to do with football. Like sometimes I don't want to talk or watch sports at all. Sometimes it's just like Simpsons, cartoons, Alaska programs, Yellowstone, just like, you know, TV programs, something just to kind of get away from it. But I know I'm going to come back to it because it is my love. It is my passion. But sometimes you need a break, you know, from certain things. And obviously with my dog, my puppy Paisley getting sick, that fucking broke my heart. You know, obviously she's good now, but that fucking sucked. Really made me nervous because I haven't seen her get sick, let alone throw up and like have the shits for like 10, 12 hours. And then towards the end, it was about every hour, hour and a half, she was getting sick and she was dry heaving. And it just really made me nervous. I stayed up with her all night and I told my work, I was like, I mean, I don't want you to fire me, but it's like, I'm going to stay home with my dog. Like I didn't really get a lot of sleep. And so if you want to, you know, write me up or fucking fire me, whatever, I know they're not going to do that. But like my dog is my family. It's like, this is not just a pet. Like this is like my daughter. Like, you know, I don't have kids. I don't have a son. I don't have a daughter. You know, my closest thing that I have is YouTube channel is like, you know, that's kind of my baby. And obviously, you know, my dog Paisley is my baby as well. So yeah, but Holly Hundo says, I can totally relate. Sometimes I need a vacation from football sports. And we all do. And I love it to the core. And I know you do too. But sometimes you just need to take some time and step away. And it's like, you know, for me as a Taurus, you know, when you have depression, you know, and you get people that reach out to you, I know for at least me, I don't like talking about it. You know what I mean? I just need time. I just need time to myself. And I appreciate people reaching out to me and asking me if I'm okay or if I want to talk on the phone. You know, I was in phone sales for like 20 years of my life, almost half my life. So I'm at a point now where I don't think I'll ever do sales or do customer service ever again, right? But I don't like necessarily having to talk to people like by Zoom call or like, you know, in person, you know, or over the phone. Unless I'm mentally there. Like if I'm not in a mental headspace, I don't want to come off as rude or a dick. Like I just sometimes just need my space. I just need my Simpsons, my Rick and Morty, my Family Guy, you know, my Bob's Burgers, king of the hill. Just give me some cartoons. Give me some food. Give me some pad thai. Give me some pizza. Give me some barbecue. Give me some wings. And then, let me just find my way. And, sometimes I'm depressed or have anxiety for a couple days and I climb out of it. You know what I mean? Because I'm a fighter. I'm a fucking fighter. I'm always going to climb out of it. And there's been times where it's drowned me. Like, I've never been suicidal or anything like that, but there's been times where I had that 3-week period where I barely got out of bed, lost my job that I was working at. This was a couple jobs back. Was not in a good headspace, but I finally climbed out of it. And I'm, no one likes getting fired from a job. No one likes to admit, that they have mental health issues. I don't know if it's biological because of my mom. I don't know if it's seasonal depression or what it is, but I feel that, I've always been fucking real with you guys, 100%. Always been real with my takes, with my hot takes, no bias. But I also feel like a big part of it is who I am as me, Orion, Northwest Sports Fanatics, the Fanatic family. I owe it to you guys, to give you the real me. What you guys see is what you get. I don't change off screen, you know what I mean? And I know it's a difficult thing for people to talk about with the mental health, but the reason I bring it up is that if anyone ends up watching live or after in a replay, and then they're like, you know what? I see this guy on YouTube, or if you see someone like Tom Grossi or these other big YouTubers out there, sometimes people can relate to those people, but sometimes they're larger than life and they can't relate. So sometimes I like to be able to go a little bit deeper, in who I am, to let you guys know, I am, a grinder. I am a YouTuber. I got 2 jobs. I'm a grinder. I'm a hustler, but I am like a lot of people. I go through a lot of struggles and a lot of pain, and sometimes you just need to let a cry come out. And like I said, I was emotional. When I was in that low end, for a couple days. I mean, it's like why am I emotional right now? Why am I in this cry mode? Why am I feeling so down of everything? You know what I mean? This is the worst time to feel down, but when depression or anxiety hits, you don't plan it. I don't mark it on the calendar. Oh, Friday at 8 p.m., that's when Orion is going to fucking hit the dumpster and fucking just go downhill, and he's going to have anxiety and depression, and he's going to feel like shit for 3 days. You just don't plan it or mark it on the calendar. Sometimes it just hits you. You know what I mean? Or something happens to you, but you are in control of your emotions the best that you can. And like I said, I fought back, and it's not going to be the last time that I have an issue, but the thing that hurts me the most is that I feel like I let sometimes you guys down by not being able to put out material, or Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, but I've always told y'all, if I'm not mentally there, I can't do a half-ass performance. I can't fake it. You know what I mean? I have to really be in it and show you who I really am. I can't lie, put on a fake smile. You know what I mean? I have to give you everything that I got, and I have to be mentally prepared. And if I'm there, then you're going to get all of me. But if I'm not there, I got to be able to take care of myself. And I hope you guys understand that, and I know a lot of y'all will. But I just want to be able to open up to let you guys know that you're not alone. And if anyone ever needs to talk or reach out to me by text, by Instagram or Twitter, you're more than welcome to hit me up at any time. And that's big facts. Let's see here. All right, I'm done with kind of the sappy emotional shit, but sometimes it's good to be able to let that stuff out. You know what I mean? That's a big part of this channel. Not only sports, but just real life-ish. You know what I mean? You got to talk about it, because a lot of people hold that shit in, and I have a lot of friends, especially guys, that are alphas. Oh, big, strong. I never get hurt. I don't have problems, and then they come to me and they just buckle down, and then they actually show me their true selves, and it makes me feel good, because I know that a lot of people don't like to open up just to anybody. So I feel like it's an honor that anyone opens up to me, and I always tell them, I'm proud of them. I appreciate you opening up to me, and it means a lot to me. And I know when I say shit like that, it really resonates with them, and that's why people really respect the hell out of me, because I do listen, I do care, and I do check up on my friends, because that's what you got in life, family and friends. Fanatic family. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. Slim and Kim show. Do you think King Henry will return this week? It's looking like it. It's getting very, very close. Very, very close. Luke Birch, bipolar is horrible. Glad to have finally found a medicine combo that keeps me more stable more often than not. I got a couple people close to me and my family and my circle that I believe that are bipolar. I'm not sure if they know it, you know what I mean? But God, sometimes the ups and the downs are so drastic. I don't want to, push the needle in one direction or another. But, All I can do is just be a friend and be there and listen, and I never try to tell people what to do. All I try to do is just, listen, not give, necessarily my opinion, just listen to people. And I think that's the best thing that you can do as a friend is just like, how are you? Check up on friends and just listen. And if you can do that, you'll be really surprised on how far it'll get you. Holly Hundo, being able to share one story in a safe place, safe space is super important. That's facts. I totally agree. And life is tough right now with COVID and everything going on, but I'm just feeling really good. And it's kind of funny because really what got me going and being positive and happy again is I reached out to Tom, actually. And I reached out to him. I was like, you know what? I know you got graphics guys, and, I've heard of Johnny before. I was like, can you hook me up with, like, one of your guys that does some, like, graphics and, like, can, help me out? And Tom has always been so nice to me. He's always reached back out to me in a very prompt manner. It's always been, like, within the hour or within a few minutes. So I really appreciate Tom. He probably doesn't realize how much of an impact he's had on my life and my channel. It's really important because he's brought in great people like Holly Hundo and a lot of you others that have supported me. But then to be able to get Johnny to do this amazing work that you see down here below, and being able to work with him and putting our ideas together to be able to come up with something. And I can't wait for you guys to check out the scoreboard. The scoreboard is fire. I can't wait to see what he comes up with. I said, I have a brother with bipolar who has refused medication therapy. It's tough. Ooh, that's tough. Does he go to, does he go to counseling? Well, it sounds like maybe is he in denial? Like he doesn't think that he is bipolar? Or does he know he is bipolar and just refuses? Because I know there's some people that are just like denial mode. They don't want therapy. They don't want medication. They don't, I don't have a problem. You know what I mean? But the biggest step about moving forward is actually admitting that you do have a problem. Like, I have mental health issues. Like, sometimes I am just in a bad spot, but I always, bounce back. It just takes me, sometimes a couple hours. Most of the time, it's a couple days. He knows he's bipolar and he refuses. That's tough. And all you can do is just love your family members. You know what I mean? You can't tell them what to do. I pray that he ends up, getting the help that he needs. At some point, but that's tough because sometimes you don't need to be on like medications to be all loopy and he thinks he's going to change into another person, but maybe there's something that he could do, like just talking to someone to be able to get his feelings out. That might be able to help if he doesn't want to do the medication part. But yeah, that is tough, and it sounds like it stressed you out at some point or another. Zini Panini, I'm going home to Philly for a mental reset in exactly 1 week, and I've been in a slump, so it couldn't have come in a better time. And for me, when I'm in a slump, I get back to it when I hang out with you guys. You guys get me happy. You guys get me excited. I love going to the beach. It's about an hour and a half away on the coast, here on the West Coast. Anytime I go to the beach, I don't care if it's December or it's July, it always resets me and makes me happy. Smelling the air, you know what I mean? Seeing the waves, hopping in if I need to for a second, and just having that nice beach location right on the water, going to eat seafood and just enjoying myself and resetting. And that's one thing that I like to do besides watching like Simpsons. Simpsons helps me reset every night. I always make sure that I give myself 30 minutes to myself to make sure that I'm okay. You know what I mean? That make sure I can laugh, even if I'm not feeling good. And speaking of laughing and feeling good, today's show is sponsored by Elderberry Gummies. I also noticed when I wasn't in a good mode, I wasn't eating gummies or drinking beer. And I know everyone has vices where they do drugs or drink or do weed or gummies or whatever. Everyone's got their vices. Let's not hide it. We all know this, right? Everyone's got their go-to thing that they do. And I haven't been really drinking or doing gummies, and I don't know if that psychologically was a part of it. And I don't need to drink every day, which I typically don't. I only usually drink a couple times a week, maybe during the football games or during the streams, but it's not as often as it maybe I make it seem. It's usually a couple times a week, but when it's not football season, I usually don't drink that much at all, to be honest. I'd rather do gummies and, kind of feel that feeling and just relax and eat food and just kind of, enjoy myself and what I'm watching on TV. So, but if anyone else is struggling, I hope you guys are getting the proper help. And if you guys ever need someone to reach out to, I promise you guys can reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter at any time. I'll be here for you, just like a lot of y'all, are here for me. So I appreciate you guys very, very much. Gang. Sonny McFuffin say, yo, big Eagles fan here, brother. What do you think about our chances this season? hey, no one thought you guys were going to get there. You were projected to win 3, games this season. Sirianni should be in Coach of the Year running with Vrabel. All right, with also who? LaFleur, as well as Zach Taylor for the Bengals. I don't know if Sirianni's going to get it, but I think he might be the most deserving just because that they were supposed to be so shitty, and you guys are in the playoffs, which is truly amazing, and you guys didn't even run the football until November. Like in September and October, it's like Sirianni refused to run the football, finally figured it out. And like I said, you never know what might be able to happen with your team. I like your guys' team better than the Niners as far as like the 6 or 7 seeds. If it's like Niners, Eagles, or Saints, I like the Eagles team the best out of those 3 to be able to do something special. But in the playoffs, it's going to be tough to be able to beat some of the top dogs. Packers, Buccaneers, Rams, Cowboys. The only top-tier team that I think that the Niners, the Saints, the Eagles could beat is probably the Cardinals, because I think the Cardinals are kind of pretenders, but I think the Packers, the Bucks, the Rams, and the Cowboys are legit. And then on the flip side, I think the Chiefs are the most legit on the AFC side. Everyone else is kind of a wild card, but I do like the way the Bengals have been getting hot as of late. Same thing goes for the Colts. Colts and the Bengals have been getting hot at the right time. That's facts. Oh, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very, very much. I think I need to go grab another beer. So let me go grab another beer here in just 1 second. It's 19-14 Ravens. 1:01 left on NFL Network. First and goal. The Rams kind of worry me a little bit too. It's like the Cardinals. I don't believe in them. The Rams, you could say the same thing for the Buccaneers and the Cowboys. They're on and they're off. I think right now, really, the Packers and Chiefs are really the only 2 teams that you can really feel 100% confident. At least I do. Everyone else, there's good games and there's bad games, but there's more good than bad with the Rams, the Bucks, and the Cowboys. But on the flip side, I don't think there's any other team like the Rams, the Bucks, and the Cowboys on the AFC side. The NFC is much deeper, but the Chiefs are just as good as the top dog NFC teams. And if the Chiefs make the Super Bowl, it wouldn't surprise me if they win it all. Defense has been really coming on strong as of late. Ooh, touchdown, Odell Beckham Jr. Woo! All right, let me go get a beer. Paisley is sitting on the couch just chilling. She was whining at me earlier. She said, Daddy, 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 pay attention to me. And I got lots of love and snugs for her. But I wanted to be able to, just show off this new fucking, header, this new little footer at the bottom. God, dude, it's just amazing work that my boy Johnny does. Hey, I told you, Holly, remember? Remember when you guys were struggling? You said, hey, Orion, talk shit into existence. He's got that Uncle Mo. He's got something, the juju in the air. He's got that sports juju, right? So if I say something, shit usually comes, to fruition. Like it comes into existence. I don't know how I do it or how I feel that way, but there's a lot of times where I'll be talking about something, right? And then all of a sudden that shit happens. So, hey, I told you I would give you that good luck. Lime. Today's show is sponsored by Corona Extra, as well as Elderberry Gummies. Eat one, eat two, eat them all. Birdman 951 in the building. What to do? How do you like the new header down below? It's looking pretty slick, huh? I had a lot of input. I wanted to make sure that I get the playoffs, on a good note. I need a brand new scoreboard. And the scoreboard, when you guys see it this weekend, oh, baby, it's going to really take the channel to a whole nother level. I need to be able to download some more Photoshop to be able to do better thumbnails. That's the next step, as well as a YouTube header. That'll be another thing that I end up doing. And then I'm going to rebrand everything. And I'm going to have Johnny throw out a whole brand new logo. He's going to end up making a brand new logo for me, but it probably won't be for a couple months, because it's going to cost me quite a bit, to be able to get it all done. But for the time being, I really love the work that Johnny's done. It's just great. It's just great, man. It makes me smile, makes my heart, just beat a little bit faster, and I just want to make sure that I get the presentation right, and I'm going to always continue to make the channel better and better and better. Cheers. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. YouTube GM, it doesn't get any better than the Fanatic fam. Hey, besides the Grossi Posse, I got a lot of respect for Tom and the Grossi Posse. They are an amazing fan base, and Tom is an amazing, not only YouTuber, but just man in general. Like, I owe a lot to Tom, and not like, you know what I mean, for just like actually talking to me and like helping me out. Like, I don't think he realizes how important and how much it means to me. You know what I mean? Because I know he's a busy guy, but he always makes time for me. Yes, it was Johnny. Yeah, because I talked to Tom, and I was like, Tom, I know you got graphics guys. You know what I mean? I already knew Johnny did work for Tom and like Urinating Tree and, Alperna and all these other people. So I already know that he's done a lot of work. And then, I got in contact with Johnny. We've been talking pretty closely for the last couple days. And like I said, he's already showed me some previews of the scoreboard, and it's fucking incredible. And then obviously I wanted to end up doing this nice little footer header at the bottom just to start it off, so that way we can get the presentation on point, not only for this weekend, but for the playoff push and the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Because I don't mind spending money. To be able to improve the brand. You know what I mean? When you spend money and you invest in yourself, you're not wasting money. So like a lot of the donations, and I even shot him a little extra today because he was telling me how broke he was, Johnny, and I was like, hopefully I can eat dinner. And that kind of made me a little sad. I was like, shit, I've been there. I can't tell you how many times I've looked at my bank account and I've seen less than $20 in there after bills are paid and everything like that. You know what I mean? So after, I ended up, paying him to do the scoreboard for me, and then I gave him some money to do this header down at the bottom. I shot him a little extra. I said, go have some dinner, man. And I think he was kind of shocked by that, because I don't think he thought that I was going to do that. But like, if I have a little extra money at the time, I don't mind, giving back to the people that are helping me out. I always take care of my friends, and it made me feel good that, I could do something a little extra to show him that I really do appreciate him, and not only his services, but I think we're going to end up having a great friendship for many years to come. And that's facts. Yeah, Johnny actually popped in the stream. So I was talking to him, and there he is. I talk about Johnny, and there he is. Johnny, you just pop up like you're like David Blaine. You're like, poof. He's like, I'm gone, and now I'm here. Oh, it's funny. All of a sudden, you talk about Johnny, and then boom, there he is. Yeah, and it was funny too. Speak of the devil. And Johnny was so funny because he was like, I got a website where I do t-shirts, and I imagine that everyone's grinding and hustling, and I don't mind helping out grinders and hustlers. And he's like, you don't have to, Orion, but you can check out my website. And I told him, dude, I'll buy something. I don't mind supporting people that are grinders and hustlers that are always working hard. And I know. Sometimes, when you approach someone, hey, check out my T-shirts or check out my stuff, some people, roll their eyes and they're like, whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm the complete opposite. I'm in, you know what I mean? If I can help support, people that are doing something above and beyond and that are really good at what they do and, and obviously are hustling and grinding, I'm all in. So it's when he said that, it was like, but I get it, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people, do roll their eyes and they don't care. But I promise you, I got your back, Johnny. And like I said, I'll go to the website. I'll order a T-shirt or whatever you got going there. I'll go through some of the stuff. And like I said, I just really do appreciate the work that you do. And I wouldn't want to work with anybody else. It's just so funny. All of a sudden, you talk about Johnny. Poof, there he is. My boy. Yeah, you might as well, man. Yeah, and like I said, with the chats, we got Holly Hundo in the building. We got all the people. We got Luke Birch, and you'll get a lot of the people that were in the Grossi Posse that still are that will hop over once they raided my channel in October. Just a lot of great humans to be able to add to the channel. Johnny, Holly, and Luke. This is a true Grossi chat invasion. I love it, man. And that fucking raid, and I still get comments on my Instagram and my Twitter to this day telling me that raid was one of the best raids that Grossi's done in years. So that makes me feel good that, everyone was so positive about me. They were saying that, everyone was like, you need to collab with this guy. And I know that's not something that most fans say to Tom when they're rating someone. It's a lot of like smaller YouTubers. Sometimes they don't know who he is. Even I didn't know if that was the real Tom Grossi. When he had the blue verified check mark, but it was just such a cool moment. And I still get messages to this day saying like how awesome that raid was, and I'm so thankful for the relationships and the friendships that I've built since the raid. It really does mean everything to me. And look at Luke Birch, still one of my favorite ever raids, and I appreciate that. And still to this day, I still get messages, be like, bro, remember a couple months ago when we raided you? Yeah, I do remember. Yes, I do remember. It was awesome. Oh, that beer is good. NFL Q&A with beer. It's a Grossi Posse chat invasion with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ OrionNWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatics. Gang. All right, I'll be right back. I got so much shit going on here. Hold on. Oh, man. That was close. Oh, that was close. Remember when I remember when I decided to feed my cable box Corona beer? Do you guys remember that? Yeah, it's been a couple months. It was in October when that raid happened. It's crazy how time just flies, and we're already in 2022. So there was a stream that I did, a couple weeks back, where I actually dumped my Corona into the cable box that has like 1,000 pinholes, and like my TV turned off, the cable box turned off, and I was like, oh, hell no, right? And then for some weird reason, I aired it out with the big fan that I have here, and then, tried to get all the beer out, and then after like 20 minutes, hey, it survived. It survived. I almost pulled another one, except I got the beer on the right side. The cable box is on the left, so it was nowhere near. But I caught it. I bumped it with the microphone, and the beer was going, ooh, ooh, and I was like, hell no. All right, I hate that because I have so many things on this desk. I got this big-ass iMac. I got these big-ass microphones. I got so much fucking clutter here that every once in a while I'll just like make a reach, to grab a beer or something, and then things get tipped over. Thank God that I did not spill the goods. Oh, baby. That was scary. Man. I appreciate you guys. I remember you feeding your cable box beer, and it survived. Man. Yeah, Luke Birch. So how's everybody doing in the chat? I know some of y'all that are in the building, are having some hard times. You know what I mean? How's everybody doing mentally? Is everyone doing like halfway decent? I know a lot of people, are not doing good or they're struggling a little bit, but I hope, you know what I mean, that, everyone is doing the best that they can. And like I said, if anyone needs anything, make sure you reach out to me. Oh, they're doing a Super Bowl 55 recap. Uh-oh. Holly Hundo. It's the Bucks and the Chiefs on NFL Network right now. Tom Brady. Scoot. Nice tackle by Frank Clark. Woo! Hell yeah! Maybe we'll end up getting the rematch. You know what I mean? I know Green Bay and the Packer fans, they love their Packers. But could you imagine if we get Bucks Chiefs again? That'd be pretty exciting. I know a lot of Packers fans and Rams fans and Cowboy fans and Cardinal fans. They'd be like, gross. We don't want to see the stupid Buccaneers again, but I know the Chiefs fans would be like, hey, because if the Chiefs play the Packers, there's a good chance that you could lose. I guess there's a good chance you could lose against the Bucks again too, but I think if you play the Bucks and the Packers, that might be tough. You know what I mean? The Bucks and the Packers, if they make it to the Super Bowl, they might be the favorites, right? But if you guys play the Rams, the Cowboys, the Cardinals, or any other team, it's almost a lock for the Chiefs to win. I mean, assuming that the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl, which I think they will. Sorry about your dog, Michaela. I know you ended up sending me a message. I'll end up reaching out to you a little bit here after the stream is over. You're hoping for Packers-Chiefs. Yeah, I know everyone wants to see Packers-Chiefs. Eagles, we want Tampa. Birdman. Well, you know, my window is closing, and obviously we know Aaron Rodgers. I think the most entertaining Super Bowl, and would be Packers-Chiefs. I think we can all agree to that. You know what I mean? But it could go either way. We don't know where it would go. You know what I mean? But just for my sake, I would love to see the Bucks get there. But God, dude, with Godwin going down and now this whole Antonio Brown drama, I just don't know if we're going to have enough to be able to get it to happen. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I hope it's going to happen where we get Bucks and the Chiefs, but I know that as far as ratings are concerned, Packers-Chiefs would blow ratings out of the fucking water. NFL Q&A with beer with a brand new footer from my boy Johnny. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $OrionNWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatics. So your window will probably still be open next season. Yeah, I think so. I think with Brady still there, I think it'll be open. But obviously if Davante Adams and Rodgers leave, then... But what happens if you guys win the Super Bowl and they decide to both come back? That might be the only scenario where they come back, both of them, if you guys win the Super Bowl. Because if you win the Super Bowl, wouldn't you want to try to win again? Unless you just want to, maybe Aaron would retire if they won the Super Bowl. What do you think, Luke? Do you think that Aaron would retire if you guys won the Super Bowl? Or do you think he would try to come back or go to another team and try to win another one? You know what I mean? Imagine if they won the Super Bowl, the Packers, against the Chiefs, and then he went to Denver and then won another Super Bowl. Could you imagine? 2 different years, 2 different teams, 2 different Super Bowls. It's possible. You think Aaron retires on top like Manning did if we win it all? Adams is flat out gone. Where do you think Davante Adams is going to go? Do you think he's going to end up going to the Raiders and play with his former college teammate, Derek Carr? Or do you think it's somewhere that we have no idea? What's your kind of gut feeling telling you? Air Whitey, I did. I spilled the beans with your government name. I do apologize with that. But I ended up getting some food, some Mexican food for my girlfriend, my girlfriend's daughter, and myself. And like I said, sometimes, just getting a little appreciation and a little bit of support, it really does mean a lot, you know what I mean? And sometimes, I'll have some extra cash. Sometimes I got bills. I still got a big care package that I need to send out to Holly Hundo, as well as Shep, and a few of these other, special people in my life. With the channel, but I've just been so busy, and then I hit the depression, anxiety mode, and maybe that's a little part of it too, you know what I mean? It's like I have so many things that I want to get done, but I only have so much time. But I promise, if I say I'm going to do something, I promise you I will. But yeah, it felt good, man. Besides me leaking your government name, Air Whitey, I appreciate you. You and Odin's son helped me get some dinner for them. And then now I have some chicken and beef teriyaki in the kitchen, as well as pad thai. So I got 2 options for dinner right now. So I might save one for tomorrow to bring to work for Friday. So I got to decide, what I want to be able to eat tonight. So I got kind of my options there. But and I got to be able to hang out with Paisley as well. And I'll show off the NWSF hoodie. I always have hoodies. I don't usually wear them too much, but maybe I should. And I'm going to end up having other people, like probably Johnny, come up with a new design for me, not only for the channel, but some merch as well, because I want to be able to kind of rebrand myself as well and be able to come up with, a design, you know what I mean? I know some people want my face and some people want like catchphrases like sack lunch and all this other stuff. So I'll probably be working, with Johnny and a few other people to try to rebrand myself after the season, before we get into the 2022 regular season. But I want to make sure that, I got things lined up with the scoreboard, the footer, the headers, and looking good, obviously, as we're going to be on this nice push. And like I said, I just got to pray we get Packers and Bucks as well. Thank you. It's nice and comfortable. And I made them affordable, too. Like I said, it's just simple, nothing crazy. It doesn't have to say Northwest Sports Fanatics. It doesn't have to have my big, ugly mug on it. It doesn't have to have my face on it. You know what I mean? It's a very simple design that I made. And like I said, I'm selling them for $35. They sell pretty well. I used to sell them for like $50, 55, 60. But I was like, why am I selling it for so much? I don't care about making a profit on a hoodie. So I just lowered the cost pretty much to at cost. So it's like I think every hoodie that I sell, I make like $1. If that, and after shipping, it's like nothing. So it's like, I make them affordable, but they are comfortable. They're through Teespring, and they're nice. They feel good. You look good. You feel good. You play good. And, anyone that wants to be able to represent the NWSF family, the Fanatic family, go look on the links below every video, and you can cop one. And it would be awesome, for you to be able to represent my channel wherever you live, whether it be in the Midwest, the East Coast, the South, or on the West Coast. Gang, appreciate you guys. Now I'm going to have these like memories here with the Bucks and the Chiefs. Holly Hundo is like, oh, I don't want to remember this game. Ooh, nice catch. Ooh, intercepted. Honey Badger. Teespring gang. Gang, man. You want to be able to keep the Adams, but it's not financially possible. Yeah, I know. Ryan Suckup with the field goal, Super Bowl 55. Flag is full. Flag. Laundry. Oh, 4 new downs. That's just brutal. If you get big enough, see if you can get a What a Maneuver store. What's a What a Maneuver store? What is that? Well, obviously, if I keep growing and if I keep working with the best in the business, working with Johnny and Holly Hundo and Tom and all you awesome fans, it's going to be a matter of time, you know what I mean, before YouTube starts, helping me out. You know what I mean? Like, if they want to, make it a little difficult for me, it's like everyone's got dreams and goals, you know what I mean? But I got to be able to make changes, you know what I mean, to the thumbnails, the presentation, and I'm going to do everything in my power to be able to keep grinding it out, and I know my time is coming, so. If you're in the room and you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. 3 likes away from 20. So I'm not sure if everyone in the room has already smashed the like button already. But if you can do that for your boy, it would be greatly appreciated. Oh, okay. Pro Wrestling Tees. Okay, I know who they are. Well, obviously you know that both of us here, Whitey, we love wrestling to the core, just like football. So I got you now. Oh, Holly Hundo. Thank you so much. Holly Hundo is the best of the best of the best. Thank you so much, Holly. Holly Hundo with a Holly Hundo. Bang, 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 bang. Thank you so much. It means so much, when you guys support me and you guys do such, oh my God. Ooh, yes, yes. Johnny. Dude, Johnny just showed me. Ooh, yes. Johnny, are you watching? Oh, Johnny. Yes, that's perfect. Oh, he just showed me a picture of the scoreboard. Oh, Johnny, yes, 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 yes. Oh, dude, it looks lit. And like I said, I don't need the football, but you finally figured it out. Just like the arrow with the possession, that's perfect. Perfect. And the arrow is big enough. It's not tiny. It's big enough so you got room for the timeouts, the team logo. Perfect. Perfect, dude. You're the man. That's why I gave you a little extra cheddar today. Because when people like Holly Hundo take care of me, I take care of people like you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind spoiling the people that are important to me. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to go grab Paisley for Holly Hundo. And Johnny, you're the fucking man, dude. I got to go get another beer to celebrate. Oh, baby!
You're the oh. How do you want me to share? I think we have different definitions of sharing. Maybe not. Chips too? Maybe not. Wow, so generous. Wake up! We got breaking news here, folks. This is an opportunity you want your whole life for. I cannot wait to see this one. Make every morning a good morning. We are so excited for you. Good morning football, only on NFL Network.
She's huge. She used to be like this big. Today's a good day. My brother's dog, and in turn the family dog is named Orion. Shut up. Is it really? Small world. Spelled the same, Orion. Wow. Hey, small world, right? From one Orion to another. Oh, now Paisley's all here. She was all chilling on the couch. She wasn't sleeping, but you know, she doesn't like me picking her up too much. She'll get in like these modes, right, where she won't mind like me picking her up, but a lot of times she just wants to, you know, be on the ground. And I'll hug her, right, because I love her so much, right? So I'll hug her, and sometimes I try to get like a 5-second hug or a 10-second hug, right? And then she starts, you know what I mean? Because she doesn't want me to hug her. But she's going to get to a point where she learns that daddy's love is unconditional. All right? Daddy, O-Dog. All right? Daddy, Orion. All right? We'll get, did you? All right, she's still here. Hold on. I love you. Oh. She loves dad. It's funny, too, because with my girlfriend when she was small, she would sleep. She would sleep right here. And she wouldn't do it to me, right? And I got a little jelly. I got a little jealous. I'm like, where's my snugs? Where's my neck snugs, when she was a puppy? But now she sleeps like in the bed, right? At the foot of the bed. And she sleeps on my leg, right? Or like in between my legs or like next to me, like pretty much every night. So, she knows daddy's love is unconditional. Daddy, daddy, daddy.
Morning Star Farms. Looking for plants? Tastes like
Oh, today's a good day. Today's a good day.
Morning Star Farms.
Holly Hundo, thank you so much for your generosity. Same thing from Zini Panini. Thank you so much. Air Whitey, thank you so much for yesterday. I ended up letting everyone know Air Whitey's government name, which I didn't mean to do. I did it kind of on accident, because everyone's got their username, right? And they got their real name, and then they got their government name, and then they got their nickname, but depending on who sends me donations, I always try to, give the love, so. But I know it's not that big of a deal. But I do appreciate you guys very much. Holly Hundo with a Holly Hundo. Got a dog hair in my mouth with all the love from Paisley. Bang! Holly Hundo, $100. Zini Panini, $20. Appreciate you guys very, very much. I got 2 beers left and some gummies. So I've been online now, hanging out. Me and John here are still talking as he's online right now. We're going over, different ideas for the scoreboard. And let me tell you, oh my God, it looks so amazing. I got 2 beers left. I got gummies. My dog is, and it's crazy too because we have like a Dremel and like these nail clippers, but she hates getting her nails clipped. She swiped my girlfriend yesterday when I went to the store. Like just blood, like right on the face. New scoreboard is going to debut this weekend. So he's working on it and putting the final touches on it right now. So I'll probably have it later tonight or tomorrow, but I'll debut it on Saturday. I'll be doing the Chiefs game on Saturday. So I'll try to do both games on Saturday, and then I'll do Sunday Night Football, and then maybe I'll do my Bucks game as well. I got to see my schedule and see what's going to happen, but let me take a quick look. Oh, I put my beer next to the cable box. No. We can't do that because we know what happens. All right? Luke Birch, it's totally okay, man. You know what I mean? You get people like Zini Panini and Holly Hundo. It's no problem. We can't even use the Dremel. She won't let us do it. We bought this amazing Dremel. She won't let us do it. What we have to do is cut her nails when she's sleeping. We have to trick her. You know what I mean? No more beer in the cable box. So we got Chiefs Broncos at 1:30. I am doing that game. So hopefully you can hop in the stream. I know Tom will probably be doing it as well. We got Cowboys Eagles later on that night. I plan on trying to do both of those games. My girlfriend's getting tattooed, sleeved up, either a half sleeve or a full sleeve on Sunday. So hopefully I can end up doing that Sunday night game. I might not be able to do the morning afternoon game. I want to do Panthers Buccaneers, but if I'm not able to do that, I definitely will do Chargers and Raiders. So I'll do at least 2 games this weekend, but preferably I want to try to shoot for 4. 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. Air Whitey back at it again with a name change. Another beer. YouTube GN says the puppy's cute. She is so big. And the thing is, she's going to get even bigger. Like, you know what I mean? She started off like 5 pounds. Like, if you go back and watch some of the videos, like the night that Grossi raided me, that was the day that I actually got Paisley. That was the actual day. It was like so coincidental. Like, I just got the new puppy, and then the raid happened. It was just amazing. Probably one of the best days of my life, to be honest. Got the brand new puppy, and then got the raid to happen, which was just an amazing day. Like, big facts. Paisley changed the channel, and now I'm watching Chicago PD. I don't know what the hell happened there. Do I want to watch Chicago PD? No, I do not. I would rather watch NFL or Simpsons. Let me see if The Simpsons is on FXX. I imagine it is. I hope it is. Well, maybe it's Family Guy. We'll see. And then I'll drink a couple more beers, and we can hang out. And any other questions that you guys have, you guys can fire away, unless you guys just want to hang out with your boy. But I wanted to show off, obviously, my boy Johnny's hard work on what he's doing, and just hang out. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm finally starting to feel good. You know, I started to feel good yesterday. I feel better today. Ooh, there's one episode left. There's only 7 minutes left. Damn it! 7 minutes left of Simpsons. All right, let me soak it in. And it's crazy. On Disney Plus, they have all 32 seasons of Simpsons. And I try to watch as much as possible, in my free time. Freaking Homer, I love him. I think I'm on season 13, and I've been watching almost nonstop, within the last 2 to 3 months, whenever I have some free time. So that shows you how many episodes I've watched. I watched from season 1, episode 1, and I'm on season 13. But there's season 30 plus years, so. Oh, it's okay, my dude. I'm just happy that you're in here. And like I said, the coolest thing is that I get people that have unsubbed from me, during the raid, which is totally okay. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, obviously. But I got a lot of great people from the raid that still come over, and they'll still watch Tom, but they'll still come hang out with me, and I love that. You know what I mean? I never wanted to replace Tom in any way, but just the fact that you're willing to give me some of your time and hang out with me means everything to me. All right. Time for some gummies. They take about 30 minutes to kick in, so you won't see me falling asleep anytime soon.
Although there is no change in my patrician facade, I can assure you my heart is breaking. I'll never forget you.
And I don't know why I love The Simpsons so much. When I was in kindergarten, I dressed up as Bart Simpson, and my teacher was Marge. And I even have the costume. I have a vintage Bart Simpson costume. Obviously, I can't fit into it, but it's worth a lot of money. It's got a plastic, Bart Simpson's face and kind of a plastic kind of slip-on that you slip onto for the Simpsons. But I should go to my mom's house and actually show you guys, so you guys can see the history of why I love The Simpsons as much as I do. I even have a hardbound book from 1990, 89, right in the very beginning stages based on the first episode. I mean, I got a lot of Simpsons merch. I don't have any tattoos. And obviously, if I was going to get a tattoo, it would be Northwest Sports Fanatics, Buccaneers, Oregon Ducks, something of that nature. But it's The Simpsons is a big part of me. At some point, I might end up getting some type of Simpsons tattoo or multiple. I mean, it's just really been a big part of my life, and it always will be. All right, that episode's over, so now I got to go back to NFL Network. One more like to 20. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. It's good for metrics. It's good for analytics. And, you guys are like my fam. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got my immediate family. But I can't tell you guys enough how much you guys mean to me, because there's certain people, that are very consistent. You know what I mean? And they always try to, be active in the chat, say hello to me, donate when they can. And it really, truly means everything to me, especially when I am a growing YouTuber. I haven't made it yet. You know what I mean? I haven't made it yet. I have a long ways to go. And like I said, I really do appreciate every single one of you guys very, very much. Two daddies! Johnny. Finishing touches on that scoreboard. Hey, I figured it out, man. It took me a little bit to figure out everything with, layers and layers, because that's how, OBS and streaming programs work. You have to. It's like baking a cake. You have to do, things by layers. and you have to do them in the right order for it to look correct. And it took me a little bit. And I was like, Johnny, how do I put this on the fucking screen? Like, Johnny's like, I don't fucking know how you use OBS and how you, Tom, use that shit. And I was like, okay, click here. And there's so many buttons to click on these like editing programs and streaming programs. But after like 10 minutes of fucking around with it, I figured it out. So I'm pretty smart. You know what I mean? I'm not the smartest guy on planet Earth, but I am part Asian. You know what I mean? I got some smarts up there from my mom. I love this, man. Now you're a part of the Fanatic family, Johnny. You'll be able to hop in the stream from time to time, and I think you'll really see, like, if you ever watch me do a show, like actually a game. I mean, it's a fun time, man. The fan base is great, just like in Tom's fan base, the Grossi Posse. I mean, that's really what makes the channel the best to me, is just the fan interaction and the chat. It's like the chat is always interesting. It's always fun. I mean, every once in a while you'll get a troll or someone, When I got time for sure, I work nights. Yeah, that's true, you do. You're a busy guy. But you know what? You're starting to become, more and more well-known. Just like Holly Hundo, as a mod and, on YouTube. Like, people know who you guys are. You know what I mean? There's one thing to know, like me or know Tom. But for what you guys do and what you guys are and what you guys contribute, to the YouTube community, like, you guys are starting to make a really big name for yourself, and I'm honored that, you guys are a part of not only Grossi, but a part of what I bring, to the channel and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. It means a lot, and I genuinely mean that, you know what I mean? Because without people like you guys, Holly Hundo and Johnny and some of y'all, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, and I really do appreciate you guys, and we're going to go above and beyond. And for me to be able to take the channel to the next level, it's going to be because of people like you guys and the support that you guys give, and it really does mean a lot. Appreciate you guys. Air Whitey, and I haven't forgot about you or Luke Birch or anyone else in the building. JT for MVP, you're legit my favorite streamer, and it means a lot. Because I'll give you the knowledge, I'll give you the passion, I'll give you real talk. And anytime that someone messages me that and says that, it truly does mean a lot. You know what I mean? Because I don't need to lie for likes. I don't need to lie for subs. I don't need to lie for donos. You know what I mean? But for someone to say that type of nice comment, you know what I mean? It's really like, it's a cool thing. It gives me the strength to keep going. You know what I mean? Like, to be even considered as one of your favorite YouTubers, let alone favorite streamer, and it means a lot, Sarah Small, I need to send you some medicine. My buddy, I did a post, with just like what the channel looks like, and my buddy had to troll me. He says, that doesn't look like a Sony Vaio, because I used to have a Sony Vaio monitor back in the day that I used to play like games on, like on dial-up. That is hilarious. Roasting your boy. That's funny. Bruce Arians on Antonio Brown. At no point in time during that game did he ever ask the trainer or doctor about his ankle. Antonio Brown. And I needed you more than ever. But if you're injured, then you're not helping me anyways. So even though he quit, right, if he says that's it, bye, I guess then if he's really fucked up and he's going to have surgery, then I guess he wasn't going to be able to help me in the playoffs anyways. You know what I mean? It's a sad situation because I want to compete with the Packers and the Rams and the Cardinals and the Cowboys. But, the reason that I ended up winning the Super Bowl last year, right, and getting that deep run is because I was the healthiest team in the NFL last year. If you go back and look, I had the least amount of injuries and the best chemistry. I was undefeated in December. I didn't really have any major injuries to any of my guys. And then we walked away with the title, and that's a big part of it. If you have injuries, it makes it a lot harder. I love BA too. You know what I mean? It's like, Antonio Brown is just trying to like bury him. And there's always two sides to a story. Obviously I know BA probably said some fucked up shit to him. And Antonio Brown has probably, said a lot of things as well. So, I get it, man. You know what I mean? It's like there's always two sides of a story. It's like, is BA correct and right? Probably not 100%. Is AB crazy? Not altogether. He might have CTE and he might be crazy, but there's definitely some, probably, negative, unfortunate shit that was probably said on both sides that shouldn't have been said. You know what I mean?
Eventually ended with Brown, admittedly, according to Arian, storming off after Arian said to get off the sideline. Now, the discrepancy continues to be over in his injury status with that ankle. Antonio Brown's
Will the Thrill from Scotland just messaged me. I'm like, bro, I've been online for 2 hours.
back in November that he did have a bone spur in that ankle as well, and he missed a couple of days of practice this past.
See if he hops in the room.
Buccaneers have consistently said Brown did not mention that on the sideline during the dispute that ended with him storming off the sideline. Brown, in a lengthy and blistering statement on Wednesday night, accused Arians of cutting him because he would not play.
He said, it's not 5 a.m., is it? Will the Thrill. Let's see if Will the Thrill comes in from Scotland. He messaged me. One more like to 20. I know Holly Hundo said we got to 20, but I still see 19 on the counter. Maybe we can get Will the Thrill to come in there and drop a like as he comes in. Oh, he said, I'm heading home, so give me a 10 to 15 if you're still on. I'll probably stay on for my boy. So that way he can come in. It's awesome to be able to get the international fan base, whether you live in Canada, Germany, Switzerland, Australia, wherever it is. I think it's just so awesome to be able to have a community other than just the United States. I think it's just amazing. Regarding big media stories, we're lucky if what is revealed via the media only covers 1% of what actually is happening behind the scenes. Big facts. Chiefs gone Chief. I told you guys I was going to give you guys good luck, Chiefs fans, especially Holly Hundo, when you guys had your skid. I told you, Patrick Mahomes might not be Patrick Mahomes yet, but the defense came alive. And that's really why you guys are where you guys are at this point. Yeah, I mean, I imagine, AB is injured. I imagine he is fucked up. But just the fact that, if BA said you're cut, you know what I mean, or you're out of here, maybe it doesn't necessarily mean that you're off the team. Maybe he said it in the heat of the moment. But even if that was said, right, both guys should have acted better. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need to have you just quit on the team. All right, we got to 20 likes. I love it. Matt King in the building. What to do? Do you think the Saints can make the playoffs? It's possible. You guys got to beat the Falcons. And then the Rams need to beat the Niners? Eagles are already in, so it's possible. But if you're a Saints fan, you probably don't want to make the playoffs and then be able to just get draft picks. Get a higher draft pick. Because what are you going to do if you make the playoffs? If you play the Bucks, we know you guys can beat us. But other than that, can you beat any of the other teams? Probably not. You know what I mean? And not being a hater, but I'm just saying it'd probably be better to use those picks for wide receivers and depth because you guys need a quarterback because we don't know if Jameis will be healthy. You guys need a wide receiver 2, a wide receiver 3, a tight end, some more defensive depth. So I don't think that you guys would want to make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Of course, everyone wants to, but I mean, what are you going to do with Trevor Siemian or Ian Book? Really? I mean, are you going to go to the Super Bowl with those two guys? Fuck no. I mean, I love AK-41. Alvin Kamara is my favorite running back in the league. Anyone that knows me, right, knows that I love defense and I love offensive line, and I give love to where love needs to be given. I'll give credit where credit needs to be due, right? Defense does win games. The defense is lit. Offensive line is lit. AK-41 is lit. Coaching is lit, right? But your wide receiver game is not good. Tight end game is not good. And quarterback game is not good right now. So in all reality, it's not like the Saints are going to go to the Super Bowl this year. Now, if you had Drew Brees, that's a different story, but you don't have Drew Brees. I mean, even if you had Jameis Winston, I predicted that if Jameis stayed healthy for the full year, you guys would have been the 6th or 7th seed, probably the 6th seed. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But I don't think you want to make the playoffs at this point. And that's not me being a hater. It's just being realistic. I mean, I want you guys to have a good draft pick. I mean, I know a lot of people want Olave and Wilson from Ohio State. There's a lot of good wide receivers that you guys could add on to the roster, but you guys just need depth. Wait till next year. You know what I mean? I told young Nola and a lot of the Saints fans that you guys were going to be, 8-9 or 9-8 And lo and behold, it looks like that your record is exactly spot on what I predicted. You know what I mean? He thought they were going to be like 13-4, 14-3, and I'm like, you're fucking crazy. Drew Brees is gone, and you're going to have a better record? Not happening. Yeah, it's somewhere like in the middle of the pack, but you guys can always trade up with like the Eagles or like some of the other teams that have some capital, right? So, you know, even though more than likely you won't make the playoffs, you can always trade up and get a guy. Yeah, you've had injuries, right? But like I said, the team didn't have the same kind of feel, you know, and you guys don't have depth. Even if you had Jameis, you guys weren't good enough to make the NFC Championship game this year, in my opinion. You guys were pretty good. You guys can dominate my team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But, you know, overall, the team isn't the same. You guys don't have, you know, T-Rex. That was a big loss. No Drew Brees. That's a big loss. No Michael Thomas. That's a big loss. You know, you lost a lot of guys, you know, out there. You still got Demario Davis, a.k.a. the Glue. Love him. Gave him that nickname. You know, you still have Lattimore, Cameron Jordan. Got a lot of guys that I really like. Ryan Ramczyk, Alvin Kamara, AK-41, you know, the alien. Got a lot of guys that I like. I'm a big supporter of the Saints and the NFC South. You know what I mean? But it just weren't good enough this year. All right, YouTube GM. Luke Birch. So with how strong our pass defense is and how poor our rush defense is, given how both are set up, even though the Chiefs are more talented, I don't fear the Chiefs as much as, say, Indy. I don't think anybody fears anybody. There's not one team that make you say, oh my God, they are so good. Like Packers and Chiefs, as great as they are at the top, the Packers have run defense issues and special teams issues and Mason Crosby issues. And the offense, you have issues with Mahomes and the running game, right? Creed Humphrey's a beast. The defense is lit, right? But every team has weaknesses. Tampa Bay, it's injuries. You know what I mean? And a lack of, you know, wide receiver depth now because obviously Godwin is out and AB's out. We still got other guys like Scoot, Scotty Miller, Tyler Johnson, and these other guys that could step up, but it's not the same. Packers, Rams, Buccaneers, Cowboys, Cardinals, Niners, Eagles with the Saints in the hunt. Matt King. Not going to happen, my dude. Not going to happen. Remember, you guys were one of the best teams in the NFL for 4 straight years, and you guys failed to capitalize on the Drew Brees era. Remember? Minneapolis Miracle. Could have got that one, right? We've gotten through many. And then obviously against the Rams with that bullshit PI, that was your year. If you guys are going to win the Super Bowl, it would have been that year. And then you ended up losing again. Obviously with Kyle, the red zone Rudolph, with the push-off in the end zone. You guys lost to the Vikings twice. How the fuck do you lose the Vikings twice? You know what I mean? It's one thing to lose to the Rams, and even the Rams were cursed by that PI because the sports gods, right? Sports karma is real, right? Because if sports karma wasn't real, the Rams would have won the Super Bowl. But they knew that call was fucked up, and then they gave New England the dub. You know what I mean? This is how it went. So it's not like, you know, the Rams beat you, right, and then they ended up winning the Super Bowl. They didn't win either. So, but how the fuck do you lose the Vikings, man? Twice? The Vikings? The Vikings. Yeah, you don't get awards for winning in the regular season, my dude. You know, you guys can beat us in the regular season all you want, right? But when it really mattered, what happened? We beat you guys in the playoffs. And then we ended up winning the Super Bowl. So, and I'll be honest, I didn't think that, you know, Tampa was going to win another Super Bowl after Super Bowl 37. I've been a Bucs fan since 95. I had 11 or 12 straight years of shit football. You know, besides getting Brady and Gronk and AB. But more importantly, it was because we drafted Tristan Wirfs and Antoine Winfield Jr. That's what helped us win the Super Bowl, as well as Devin White. So, Matt King said, I laughed when Brady got pissed and threw his tablet. Well, you know what? You guys have his number. You know, you guys are a fantastic football team. I'm a big NFL supporter. I'm a big NFC South supporter. The biggest fan bases that support this channel, Matt, if you know it or not, the Saints fan base, the Chiefs fan base, and the Eagles fan base. I predicted the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl big by like 10 points or more in 2017, right, with Philly and Slick Nick, right, with the Philly special play. And the Eagles fans have rode with me ever since. You know what I mean? I haven't got a Super Bowl winner wrong in like 20 years. Like, no cap. Chiefs fans, They respect the hell out of me. But the surprising thing is that the Saints fans, right, might be one of the top supporters of the channel, right? They may be scaled back to the Chiefs fans. I think the Chiefs are number one. And then obviously you got maybe Eagles 2, Saints 3. But for quite some time, it was the Saints, at the top. I want Chiefs-Bengals, I think, in the AFC Championship game if we can get that scenario. And I want Packers-Bucks as we're looking at NFL Network. Yeah, Packers are fun to watch, just like the Chiefs are fun to watch. You're not a traitor. It's just good football. And the thing is that you have love and respect for Tom like I do and other people, Luke Birch and all these people that we're friends with, and we know like how much they love their team, like how much you love your team with Mahomes, and you know how much I love my Buccaneers. Like when you think Tampa Bay, you don't think of like random people. You probably think of me. At least that when I think of like teams, the first thing that comes in my brain is like my friends and like who they root for. You know what I mean? Said, no offense, Orion, but I would much rather the Packers beat the Chiefs and the Bucks. Well, because I already beat you guys. I get it, man. I get it. I understand. Right, but if any team could recover from losing 2 Super Bowls in a row, it's a Chiefs. You guys are set up for a really good, long future, like, of good football. It might not be as dominant as New England's, Brady, Belichick era, but it'll be the closest thing to that we have in football, in my opinion. Michael is trying to get married tonight. She says, how many drinks should I have on my wedding night? I assume that means wedding night. And the answer is none. Because you want to be sober for your wedding night. At least during the reception. I know, and trust me, I have never been a Brady guy. So don't get it twisted. I'm like everyone else, where it's like the Patriots and the Cowboys are like the most hated teams in football. I was that guy, just like a lot of y'all, for a long time, okay? I'm not a Brady guy. If I was such a Brady guy, I would have had jerseys and jerseys and jerseys bought. You know how many jerseys of Brady that I own? 0. You know what I mean? I've always been a Joe Montana guy. I've always been a Peyton Manning guy first. You know what I mean? I grew up a Niner fan. You know what I mean? If I wasn't a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, I would be a Niner fan. But they didn't have defensive guys after, Steve Young won the Super Bowl in '94. So I couldn't commit. You know what I mean? I was 12 years old. I was like, they don't got defensive guys. And then Dion left. And I was like, nope, I can't do it. They had Dana Stubblefield, Ken Norton, switching teams, Niners, Cowboys, all that. I just couldn't do it. I love Jerry Rice. I love Joe Montana. I love Steve Young, Brent Jones, Tom Rathman, all these different guys, Roger Craig. But I just couldn't commit to the Niners because I knew that I'm a defensive guy at heart, and I just had a feeling that the Niners were never going to win again. In my heart, I knew it. I just knew it, that was the end of an era. The Bill Walsh, George Seifert era was over, and then they would go to Super Bowls again like they did with Colin Kaepernick against the Ravens. But you went against Ray Lewis, you know what I mean? And the end is, well, I mean, we already know what happened there. So Nola. How you like the new look of the channel down below? Looks slick, right? I got a brand new scoreboard up too as well. And you need to start grinding, bro. You need to start putting in some work. Stop talking about your feelings and all this crazy shit on Instagram. Get down to the fucking dictionary and start grinding out some new remixes, bro. No one else is going to tell you that. You know what I mean? Your family don't support. You're going to get more support from people you've never met in life, and you know that's true, like me. You need to buckle down and start grinding out some shit again. You know what I mean? If you want to be able to make it, right, especially in the music industry, which is one of the hardest things to do besides YouTube, right, you got to put in the work. And I love you and I care about you, and that's why I say this, because no other person's going to tell you this, but you got to start buckling down. Instead of talking about it, you got to be about it. You know what I mean? Can't complain on what you don't have. You got to be able to grind and get to what you do have, okay? It's 2022. You got to start grinding it out. Stop making excuses. Everyone's got 24 hours in a day to be able to do something with it. You got to grind it, dude. You got to grind it. And I will always support you, but you can't get lazy. And I know you go through depression and you go through anxiety like me, You know what I mean? So I get it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of times people that are successful, you know, they do get in these modes where it's like they feel they deserve more likes, subs, views, donos, whatever it is. But you got to get that out of your brain. You know what I mean? We just got to buckle down and just shut up about it and just work. You know what I mean? Complaining about not having what we have isn't going to get us to where we need to go. You know, it's about the journey. You know what I mean? If it was easy, everyone would do it. You know what I mean? It's not fucking easy. You know what I mean? But if you have talent, raw talent, which you and me both have, right? And you have the work ethic and the grind and the passion, you know what I mean? You can make it happen, but it's going to be up to you. Not me, not anybody else, but you to be able to put in the work like I put in the work. Okay? You got to put in the work. And that's just the love that I have for you, bro. You know, we argue and, you know, we'll talk shit back and forth about the Saints and the Bucks, but the bottom line, you know, I am one of your biggest supporters, and I'm going to keep it real with you like an older big brother. I'm always going to keep it real with you. Yeah, like I said, I've been a fan since, you know, 1995. I'm a Derek Brooks guy. I'm a Warren Sapp guy. I'm a Simeon Rice guy, a Rondé Barber, John Lynch, Mike Allstott, choo-choo, A-Train. You know, besides Derek Brooks, Mike Allstott, choo-choo, that's my favorite player. You know what I mean? Besides now, which is Devin White and Levante David. Those are my guys. You know what I mean? I like Antoine Winfield Jr., but I don't really like offensive guys. I don't have a Brady jersey, a Mike Evans jersey, a Godwin, an AB, a Gronk. I would rather get an offensive lineman jersey like Jensen, the center, rather than any of those skill position players, personally. I like offensive line. Like maybe I get a Jensen jersey and Holly Hundo, you get a Creed Humphrey jersey. Then we can represent the O-lineman the proper way. Because no one else on YouTube will. I know you and me will, though.
Why don't we make this a little interesting? How about a friendly wager here from a Raider to a Bull? What happens if the Chargers win?
Here's what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do for you, LT, is if the Raiders win.
Yeah, Jair is great. Top 5. Jair is top 5. You got a Bakhtiari jersey? Shut up. Is it sewn or is it screen print? Probably screen print because they don't make a lot of sewn jerseys of offensive linemen, which is a fucking shame. We should actually, if I was in charge of like NFL merch and I could put my voice out there, I would be pushing more defensive jerseys and offensive line jerseys than anything. If you go into a bar or you go to your friend's house and you're wearing a sewn offensive line jersey or screen print or defense, the respect level you have is on a whole nother level. Anybody can have a quarterback, wide receiver, tight end jersey, but what if you have an offensive lineman jersey? What if you have an old school throwback jersey or a defensive jersey? Anytime I see that, it's special. You got a Bakhtiari sewn. Shut up, Johnny. Show me a picture. Send it to me on Twitter and let me see it. Is it white or is it green? If it's white, you're on another level. It's probably green, though, because that's probably more common. But if it's white, you might be my long-lost brother. My God. Luke Birch has got a lineman jersey sewn. Dude, God bless you guys. No, it's not for fat boys, because I'm fat too, even though you can't see it on the screen. Offensive lineman jerseys are the pinnacle of football. You win and lose games by the line of scrimmage, and especially defense and coaching, but offensive line is so critical to the success of a football team. Dude, you guys are like, I feel like stepbrothers right now, like Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly. Did we just become best friends? There's so many activities. Like, dude, when someone tells me they have an offensive lineman jersey or defense, like, yeah, we're friends. Like, you know what I mean? You get me. You get me. Trey Smith, Orlando Brown, Joe Tooney. Oh, man. You have a Jenkins. Shut up. Birch, you do not have a Jenkins jersey. Do you really? And if it's an obscure name, like if it's not the most popular offensive lineman, and you have it, that even gives you more like brownie points with me. My God. Who are you guys? You guys are just like me. My God. Dude. See, I always love it when I learn new things about you guys. My God. Ooh, oh, baby. Sewn, too. And I don't care that it's green. Dude, that is fire. All right, so now I have to ask a question, Johnny. All right, Johnny's like multitasking. He's got like 5 jobs. He babysits. He's always hungry and wants food. He's the probably most talented graphics designer on YouTube. All right. You're a jersey collector. Okay. Me too. I'm a big Ken Griffey Jr. guy, Buccaneer guy, Damian Lillard, for Blazers, Dodgers for my dad. But I got a lot of Griffey jerseys because I met Ken Griffey Jr. when I was kindergarten, first grade, when he was in his rookie year in '89. I got a picture with him and his dad, autograph on the rookie card. I got 3 or 4 Griffey jerseys that are sewn. But I got about 10 to 15 Buccaneer jerseys. I think I'm around 10. About almost 10 Duck jerseys for my Oregon Ducks. So those are the 2 teams, obviously, I like the most. You just grabbed it, screen print. But, yeah, dude, it doesn't matter. That's awesome. Johnny with the Bakhtiari. Now, if you got to pair that up with a Bulaga, though. You know what I mean? You got to pair it up, with the good memories. There's certain guys. Reggie White, obviously, is a legend. I haven't heard too many people with the Reggie White Packers jersey. A lot of Reggie White Eagles jerseys, but Reggie White and Charles Woodson Packer jerseys would be pretty fresh. Okay? What's the worst Bucks take you have ever had that you were happy to be wrong about? Got one of those for me with Green Bay. I hated LaFleur hire, and I'm so happy to have been wrong about that one. Yeah, he could be coach of the year, 13-win average. But a lot of it is Aaron Rodgers. Let's admit that. Okay? You know what I mean? If you didn't have Aaron Rodgers, LaFleur is winning 8 to 10 games a season. And it's probably closer to the 8. You feel me? Even if you have all the other players healthy and you have Jordan Love, it's just, you're not the same. Aaron Rodgers is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Aaron Rodgers might be the most raw, talented NFL player of all time. Just the skill set that he has with the throwing motion, the confidence, you know what I mean? He makes everything look so fucking easy. You know what I mean? And for a guy that went to Cal, just like Deshaun Jackson and Marshawn Lynch, guys that go to Cal with Jeff Tedford are so underrated. Marshawn Lynch, D-Jax, Aaron Rodgers. Unfucking believable. Are you kidding me? How did California, let alone not UCLA or USC, get those guys, but California, University of California, got those guys? That's what makes it special, and that's why I'm a Pac-10 guy and a Pac-12 guy. I recognize the talent, and I watch a shitload of film. Johnny sends me all kinds of, Johnny is it. I wanted something kind of similar to Tom, but not like Tom, because we want to be different. I don't want to copy anybody. I want to have my own lane. You know what I mean? A little Johnny touch to it. You know what I mean? It's fire. It is fire. Draymond Williams. Ooh, that's nice. Yes. Amon Green. Antonio Freeman. Don Beebe. What you know about Don Beebe? You know what the best jersey to have, though, that I've never heard a Packer fan own? A Desmond Howard jersey. Because if you guys had Desmond Howard on your team in that Brett Favre era, Super Bowl. Without Desmond Howard, no Super Bowl. If you actually were a Packer fan back then, Desmond Howard. My God. He was the silent MVP of that season. Will the thrill. Will's like, I'm coming home in 10 or 15 minutes, and you thought I was going to be offline. Normally I would have, but, you live in Scotland. You love to wake me up at 4 or 5 in the morning. Hey, Orion. No, I'm joking. You've only woken me up a couple times, but it hasn't been bad. It's not like you called me like FaceTime from Scotland at like 5 in the morning, because it's like my girlfriend wakes up early. I got my dog in the bed. You know what I mean? So it's all good. All kidding aside, you can text me whenever. You know what I mean? You're on a fucking time difference. I don't expect you to look up, what time is it in Oregon, USA? You know what I mean? You message me whenever you want. You need to call me? Fuck it. Call me. It's all good. I just appreciate your support, my dude. Because real ones like you, we're NWSF, and we're NWSF for life, brother.
My work has been viewed by 100 million people. My work.
Do you know about that NWSF hoodie, my boy? How do you like that little footer at the bottom? Does it look fresh, bro? I got a brand new scoreboard in about a day. Ooh, baby. I know. I saw your message. You get hella bored during your day. Because I see you on Twitter, you message everybody. You're like, yo, yo, yo. I get it, man. I mean, Twitter is my favorite app. You know what I mean? There's a lot of toxic people on Twitter, but there's a lot of amazing people on Twitter as well. And it's also a way to connect with famous people that you never thought you'd be able to connect with. Like John Cena follows me. What the fuck? John Cena? Like Jose Bautista. Like I got a few people that are pretty well known, but it's just like wild to me. It's like you never know, like anyone that might have seen one of your posts or one of your videos. It's just crazy. Just crazy stuff, man.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
You'll have it tonight if you want to test it out. Yeah? Send it to me, bro.
Even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
Send it to me.
No matter what you're going through, I just want you to know.
See, me and Sarah, we both got a follow from Cena, which is great. I got Conan from NWO. New World Order 4, Life Brother. Oh, yeah. I got Conan from NWO. I got John Cena. I got a few people. Jose Bautista, Bonnie Bernstein, CBS, ESPN reporter from back in the day. I mean, I got a few. You know what I mean? And you never know who will interact with your tweets and stuff as well, which is kind of cool. I've gotten interaction from Demario Davis. I've gotten some interactions with some pretty cool people. Some pretty cool people. Ken Jeong, right? You know Ken Jeong from the Hangover movies? I got a couple conversations with him, which was pretty cool. I love me some Ken Jeong. Sergeant Slaughter. That's dope. Johnny. Dude, I make anyone that is like a part of my team, I'll make you feel like $1 million. I mean, you know what I mean? Like if you're important to me, I'm going to make you feel like you're the most important person on fucking planet Earth. That's why I appreciate you guys so much. Luke Burt, Sarah Small, Will the Thrill, Holly Hundo, Johnny. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. It's like, I love being, positive. Like, there's so many fucking negative people out there. It's like, when you guys are so loving and supportive, I got to give it right back to you. I got to give it right back because that's who I am. You know what I mean? I always love helping people out. And I can't wait for the day to get bigger so I can raid channels like Grossi, where I can do fundraisers like Tom. You know what I mean? Because that's who I am as a person. I'm always giving back. And I don't have a problem about that. And I want to be able to bring my community up too. So, Johnny, 73 files. Dude, all the files. 73? Fuck it, I'll take it, man. Johnny. You the man, bro. Yeah, Johnny's like, no, I don't got just like one. I got a bunch. Johnny, he's like, download this. Look at this. Love it, man. Love it. Yeah, and I'm going to do the header. I'm exclusive. Johnny, you know what I mean? It's like, boom. Anything that has to do with my channel, moving forward, just like probably Tom and anyone else, it's Johnny. No one else. I don't care if there's someone else that's on Johnny's level or perceptibly on the same level or better. Nope. You know what I mean? If you're loyal to me, you know what I mean, and you do a good job and I like you, you know what I mean, you like me back. I mean, this is a for life thing, okay? I'll give you my money. I'll give you my business. And like I said, I'll support you. You know what I mean? You charge this much, maybe you'll get a little bit more from me just because I appreciate your hard work. That's the type of shit that I'll do, just like Holly Hundo. You know what I mean? Holly Hundo could donate $20, $50, boom, $100. That's love. Better than Johnny? That doesn't exist. I don't think so. I really don't. I mean, Team Johnny forever. And I'm going to buy Johnny merch, and I'm going to rock it on the show. I'm going to rock it on the show. Johnny, 73 files. Download, download, download. Scoreboard, scoreboard, scoreboard. Hey, it's a great community, man. You know what I mean? Like, we can have a great stream with one person in it or 100 people in it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I'm not worthy. A little Wayne's World. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of these football heads. Yeah, it's just like I know they like to, have an NFL player as a, commentary guy, but just because you played in the NFL doesn't mean you know how to talk. Doesn't mean that you don't know how to vibe with the fans or have the lingo. You know what I mean? Be respected. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people. I get it, you played in the NFL, and you probably know a shitload of football, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be a good talker or a good TV guy. It's like wrestlers, like MJF, Grossi, Orion, like people on YouTube and these other people out there. Either you got it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like, you're an amazing shit talker or talker, or you're not. It's just, I don't necessarily think you're maybe born with it. You can learn skills along the way, but there's a certain charisma about people like Tom and the wrestlers that are out there that, like, you can't not watch. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've donated to Tom, like, 7-8 times. Like, what? I've never donated to anyone on YouTube, let alone to Tom. And I've even donated as big as $50. That's pretty big. Like, I need funds to pay bills for my family, and I'm willing to show love back. And, you know what I mean? Because he's the man. He's worth it. That's the least I can do. Dude, now he's putting boom. Johnny's putting boom at the end of his messages. I love it. I love it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I got 2 tags going through so far. I don't know how many files you're sending me. 7,300? Is that what you're sending me? Left possession, BG. Right possession, timeout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking love it, man. It's all about the boom. Yes, it is. Love it. Hey, sometimes you got to break shit down by piece. That's how, like, YouTube and editing sometimes is. Like, people don't realize you don't just put something all together. It's like baking a cake. It's like layer by layer sometimes the way that you have to put it together. Like, people don't realize you might have like 50 layers of shit on the screen, but people can't see it. Will the Thrill, you'll be good at anything that you do, my guy. Because you got the Fanatic family for life, brother. Johnny's files are going through. Love it. Too bad I couldn't edit on the fly and like throw it up on the screen as we're doing the live stream. Sometimes I'll do like, things like that, but I mean, this is a lot of files, bro. 7,300 files? Damn. No, 73 files though, but it'll take me some time to go through it. I might have to reach out to Tom and be like, Tom, I need help. Help me, Tom. Help me with this fucking greatness from my boy Johnny and the editing. I need help. It does mean a lot to have support by people that are good people, It's also the same for me on Twitter. Dude, and it's crazy because, like, to be able to kind of brainstorm with you, because I see where your mind was going when you created it. You know what I mean? Because, like, I know you don't want it to be the same as any other person that you've done work for, because you don't want it to be too similar. You have a brand and a name and a reputation, you know what I mean? But you always find a way to make every individual YouTube channel, like just for them, you know what I mean? Sometimes we got to chime in, like, you know what I mean? You gave me a couple designs. I was like, no, we need to do this, you know what I mean? And like, we got it, man. Like, we got it. It's like, and it's funny too, because I tried throwing up the NW on top and it didn't look good. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I'm going to leave it out. You know what I mean? I'll wait for, once I have enough money and we'll do a whole new, redesign, a whole new, logo and branding. with your touch on it, you know what I mean? We'll just blow this shit up. This is temporary to get me through this year, playoffs, and then we're gonna blow that fucker up. We're gonna have just everything. YouTube headers, intro, brand new logo. I'm really excited to see actually what your brain comes up with because you're very talented, bro. Like, you know what I mean? With not only t-shirt or like sweatshirt design for me, right? Which I'll rock yours, but just like the logo, because I need a logo. I need something that represents me, and I don't need to have my face on it. It's just weird. Like, people are like, put your face on it. I'm like, dude, I'm not. I mean, obviously people have confidence and swag and ego, but I don't need to have my fucking fat-ass face on a shirt. Like, no. Like, I'm flattered that you think that you would want to wear my fucking face on a shirt, but no. We can do some kind of cool logo, you know, animal or some kind of logo with the words, or Johnny will come up with it. You know Johnny. You know Johnny. Johnny's got it. All right, let me check to see if these files are loading. I got 2 files so far. This is a pretty dope font thing that you got going on. You struggled, yeah, and I know you do, but that just shows you that, you know, even though people are like, you know, likable and popular, we're not fucking, you know, Adolf Hitler. Like, you know, we're not like that deep into it. We're like, yeah, fuckers, yeah, you love us and you buy our shit and you fucking wear my face. You know what I mean? Because Perna and Grossi and Scooter Magruder and Urinating Tree and all those guys in Clickbait Sports, one day I hope to be able to join that group and be a part of Clickbait Sports and be able to stream with Tom from occasion, you know, and just be a part of that clique, you know what I mean, and earn their respect. But, oh yeah, anybody in that, you know, GPS crew, Clickbait Sports, any one of those guys could have their face on a fucking shirt or hoodie, and people would wear that shit. Because you want to be able to support it. Like, dude, this guy is a fucking man. If I say Grossi and you say that to your friends, they have no fucking idea who that is. But if you show the face, right, and then you show them the video and you're like, oh, shit. Like, people don't realize, like, you can have a big following, you know, but it's not easy to do the live play-by-play. People can do, like, original content videos and, like, funny videos. That's one thing. Or reaction videos. But to do actual live play-by-play and reaction, that's the hardest thing to do in sports. To be able to be a good talker, to be able to connect with the fans, keep up with the chat, call the game. You have to multitask like a motherfucker and be real. You know what I mean? It's not like there's a reason why not everyone is big on YouTube doing the live play-by-play and reactions, you know? I'll tell you what, though. Once that Grossi Northwest Sports Fanatics collab happens, it'll be the most energy that you've had in a stream ever. Period. Drew Brees. Oh, I love me some Justin Herbert. Game-winning TD run, Week 15. I remember that. That was an amazing game. Was this Dan Fouts from Oregon? Oh, Lionel James. I'm watching NFL Network, so sorry if I'm screaming in your ear. I was watching this old footage. I love it. Look at the jerseys. John Jefferson, gang, against the Raiders. My God, look at those unis. I love 70s, 80s, and 90s football the most. When I watch those eras, the jerseys, LaDainian Tomlinson, the best running back in the game. Oh, my God. Of course you use that catchphrase. Like Kitty goes meow, and if I say sack lunch or, you know, Uncle Mo, Uncle Momentum, because you remember your favorites by their catchphrases and their original content. Sack lunch, Uncle Mo, you know what I mean? People remember me by those, you know, certain things. Freaking frackin', Kitty goes meow, that's his shit. Sack lunch, that's my shit. You know what I mean? Like, someone call 911, that's my shit. You know what I mean? Like, when you hear certain things, you know, that are catchphrases that people steal from the big networks, obviously they're watching. They know. That's what makes someone, you know, cool, because it's like, it's that originality. Like, you don't need to copy the big networks. You know what I mean? We come up with our own creative nicknames and catchphrases and make it fun. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the greats do. All right. It's 2 hours and 42 minutes. This was supposed to be like a 30-minute stream. BV in the building. What to do? Well, beers are gone. I still got gummies and other things. Actually, no, there might be one left in there. But I got to be able to hang out with my dog. I love you. Appreciate you. Johnny, you the fucking man. Will the Thrill, I stayed online a little late for you. Because, Holly Hundo, appreciate you. Sarah Small, you know who you are. You know who you are. The people that are still hanging out with your boy. I love you and I appreciate you. Shout out to Zini Panini, $20. Shout out to Holly Hundo doing a Holly Hundo. Appreciate you. Love you guys so much. You just heard someone on mainstream media do the sack lunch bit the other day. Don't remember who it was, but instantly thought of you. I appreciate that. I've also heard people saying Uncle Mo. People have been messaging me on TV that now they're saying that. Uncle Mo, Uncle Momentum. Interesting. Wonder where they got that from. But I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking with me as we just bullshit about absolutely fucking nothing sometimes. Johnny is the man. Look at that. Look at this. God damn, it looks clean. I got the scoreboard loading. I'll be back probably tomorrow. And then, like I said, we got games on Saturday and Sunday. Be safe. Love you. Appreciate you. Everyone that donated, commented in the chat, smash the like button, or just hangs around because you guys are the best fucking people on planet Earth. For every single one of y'all that is still in the chat right fucking now, that's what I'm talking about. That's the shit that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? It's like down the road, it'll be 50, 500, 5,000. You know, we know it's going to progress. You know what I mean? But it's like the loyal ones, the OGs, I will never, ever forget you guys. You know, you guys are some of the most important people to my life because you guys are the ones that no matter what, if you're available and you have the time, you're going to be able to give that time to me, and that means everything to me. Appreciate you guys. I love you guys very, very much. NFL Q&A with beer. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ OrionNWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat, just like Holly Hundo and Zini Panini did. I love you guys. Appreciate you. And if you're looking for merch like this, NWSF hoodie, only $34.99. Buy one, buy two, buy 10. Support your boy. And if you are looking for merch, it's on the link on every video. Look below. Follow me. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Fanatic Family. I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Shout out Johnny. Shout out Holly. Shout out Will the Throw all the way from Scotland, as well as anyone else is in the building. Sarah Small. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll be back soon. Gang!